Might be a short show today. We'll have to see how it goes.
We say that often.
We do, and then it ends up being fine.
Yeah.
Maybe we can
sometimes it's short,
some sort of topic that'll
Maybe, but in terms of things on the docket, not much. Yeah. So we'll play it. We'll play it by ear. I do have a hot dolphin take.
Oh. Excuse me?
Yeah.
No, hold on. Is the take itself hot, or is it a take on the temperature of dolphin?
The take itself is hot.
Okay.
Do you take temperature from its blowhole, you think? How do you take temperatures from a dolphin?
Either that or is out, like in the butthole.
Yeah.
It's hard to get down there.
Under the fin. Okay. So I went to the aquarium. Mm-hmm. My niece is in town.
Oh, which one?
Katie.
No. I only know. You have more than one?
Yeah.
First of all.
Yeah. I actually have an astounding amount of nieces.
3. It's astounding.
3, 4, 5, 6 nieces. I have 6 nieces.
But you only give a shit about one of them.
No, I'm only allowed to see one of them.
Okay. Understood.
Not because of anything to do with me and them, but because of me and my siblings' relationship.
Right.
But and then I have
but I meant which aquarium. Because I only know you. I only know you one of these.
Oh yeah, Baltimore. I don't. Is there another one? Is there? DC doesn't have one, do they?
I assume they would. Why would?
I would assume they would too, but I don't think they do.
Oh, they're so far away from water.
Potomac is right there.
It's full of poop.
It's 100% full of poop.
That is true.
But yeah, so like I only know that you had one niece because you only ever talk about one niece.
Yeah, because that's the only one I have a relationship with. But and then I have 3 nephews. Chillin' Dylan, Tony, and
Chillin' Dylan.
Chillin'.
Okay. Yes, I remember Chillin' Dylan, but I thought it was like 2 different people, like Chillin', Dylan, Millen.
No. Chillin' Dylan, Tony, and Dexter. And Dexter's a psychopath.
So there is no DC aquarium.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
The Baltimore Aquarium is the national aquarium.
I like it there.
There is a Glen Echo Park Aquarium that really just looks like a fucking fish store.
It's a bullshit that our capital doesn't have an aquarium, though. It has all the Smithsonian and shit. You'd think they would have an aquarium.
Yeah, that's rough. But I did, we went, I don't have a whole lot to offer on the matter, but so I went into the dolphin exhibit.
Okay.
Which I haven't been to probably since I was a kid. I think the last time I was at the aquarium, it was closed, and then I haven't been. Well, I went one other time with Jaina when she threw a fit as like a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old, and I snatched her ass out of that aquarium. We went the fuck home. I mean, we only made it. For those that don't know, like the Baltimore Aquarium, you start on the ground floor, you go up escalators like 5 levels, and then there's a winding loop down back to the ground level.
It's a rooftop exhibit
to let you out. Yeah, where all the Amazon shit is at the top. So
is it expensive now?
So that's where I'm headed.
Oh.
But it was, let's see. So when I went with Jaina, when she threw a fit, I think she was 2 or 3. I think she was 2 or 3. She was super into sea animals. She watched Octonauts and all this shit.
Oh shit.
And we made it to the 2nd level.
Wow, that's it.
We had bought tickets, not like with any kind of coupon or anything, and bought Dolphin Show tickets as well. And she threw a fit, and I told her, pull yourself together or we're out.
Told a 2-year-old to put himself together.
And she did not.
Learn young.
And I yoked her ass up, and we were out. And my wife was furious. But I was like, look, this is how it is. Like,
I'm not even sure if you're old enough to remember that much at that age to learn.
So anyway.
The subconscious joy.
That's true, though. We get scarred at that age.
Guess what we never had another issue with?
What?
Public fits. Never once.
I thought aquariums because you never went back.
No. So my wife went back plenty. I was done with the aquarium at that point. But we never had another peep out of Jaina in that sort of environment. But anyway, so that was the time. So I didn't see the dolphins then, obviously, because she ruined it for everyone. But but we went to the dolphin exhibit this time, They don't do dolphin shows anymore
Okay.
because it's probably not. They say not good for the animals or whatever.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, they're in the Actors Guild now.
Yeah, they got a SAG card,
SAG card.
DAG card,
Yeah.
Dolphin Actor Guild. So anyway, let me tell you something. Here's my hot dolphin take. Mm-hmm. Bring back the dolphin shows.
Okay.
Or let them go.
Let them go.
But these fucking dolphins are miserable.
Yeah.
The dolphins back when they animal shows at the shows, they're fucking
They
excited.
were forced to look excited.
Super happy. But you can't force a dolphin to look happy.
I mean, they don't have facial features. So if they're jumping around, you assume they're happy.
They definitely
have facial features.
They definitely have facial features.
I mean, facial expressions.
Yeah, I think they even have facial expressions.
I think they have expressions too.
But like these dolphins are just like they actually are trying to like do shit, and like
They want to play.
They want to play.
Yeah,
and like you can't play anymore, so they're just like.
So it is weird to me that like I can understand the whole like the forced show part of it, right? Like making them do stuff.
Yeah.
But just having them in an natural environment.
Mm-hmm.
They're not dumb. They know. They know they're fucking prisoners.
At least interact with them. Like have a trained person that just interact, like not as a show thing, but just
Just
like
to play with them
somebody that's in there just playing with them
and do things
Yeah.
like a show, but like not as a show.
Yeah, but not like in 2 minutes. No matter what Dolly the dolphin wants to do,
And they're not getting any of those little fish snacks anymore. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, I'm sure at some point, but not like on the regular basis. Like they used to like come up and be like, you know, and you toss a little fucking
That was
bloody
a
fish.
perfect dolphin face.
and there's facial expressions.
I mean, like they're just. I've never seen such a sad bunch of dolphins. Anyway, they are taking them to some alcove or something. I think like they're not staying there forever. They're like taking because they can't put them back into the wild because they're not ready for that sort of life. They ain't built for this.
Like any kind of like higher intelligent things, there's no reason to put them in prison, animal prison for no reason, unless it's like sanctuaries and rehabilitation or whatever. But like, because some of them can't live in the wild. But other than that, there's no reason to have animals in captivity just for human entertainment.
No, I think a lot of the more recent animals though have been like they are in a captivity because of rescue attempts.
Yeah, which is good. And I guess all pandas because they can't survive on their own because they're fucking stupid. I don't think they're meant to survive. I think evolution should have taken them out a while back.
Yeah,
They've been trying.
They try to take themselves out. They don't want to breed.
Yeah,
they don't want to fall over all the time.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was flipped, or if we do some sort of flip kind of thing. So like, in my mind, the dolphins are in prison.
Yeah.
Right. And we go.
Not even just in prison. They're being on display.
Right. But we go and look at them in prison.
Yeah.
What if there was an underwater prison for humans that the dolphins
That'd be great.
Yeah.
They just swim by and laugh at them.
Yeah. And they're just sitting there like.
Yeah. Well, I still think that like if you had something to do, you'd be happier. You know, you ever seen a prisoner not be able to play cards?
That's what I mean.
or go to the yard and do whatever the fuck.
Exactly.
What if we had that instead? That would help fund the prison system, right? Have people go visit and look at the inmates while they're in the cages.
They're like, there would be a lot of dudes.
Yeah, I mean,
you take kids to like the scared straight kids.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of dudes just jacking off on the glass.
peeing, throwing shit.
Yeah.
You know,
like
all
animals.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can make that comparison in that specific circumstance. Yeah.
If the ones who do,
Yeah.
not everyone's gonna,
Of course.
because they're gonna be well-behaved people.
Right.
I assume they're well-behaved people and decent human beings who are in prison, and that not every one of them is a shit-slinging, cum-flinging motherfucker.
And innocent. And innocent.
I'm sure there are innocent people in there, unfortunately.
I'll tell you what, there's innocent dolphins in the aquarium.
Yeah. Don't you remember in Life when they were like
Cornbread?
they were like, we're innocent. And it's like, don't you find it funny that everyone in here is innocent? and the guy was like, I don't.
Yeah.
Which is like a good quid pro quo. But yeah, I think that if these animals are have been rescued or whatever, and you know they're now in a aquarium, like let these motherfuckers dance around and shit. If they, you know what I mean? I don't think you should. You know, like I've never seen a dolphin whipped or anything. Like I don't know. Like, you know, like some of the shit that you've seen them do with like the orcas and shit is fucked up. But like I've never seen any of that with dolphins. Like it feels like dolphins are kind of like the kind of dog of the world where like a dog likes to sit, a dog likes to shake paw to like, you know, like it enjoys that process as well. These dolphins were very, very sad dolphins, you know, and like they kept going because there was like, if you remember, I don't know if you've ever been to that one in Baltimore.
I have
Yeah.
many times.
It was a long time ago.
That tank is like split up into 3 sections. There's like 2 small ones in the back and then the larger, big, display one in the front. And they kept like the ones in the back like kept trying to get to like the one in the front, and it's open because of how it was back in the day, but it's just like they don't have the same drive and motivation to, so it's like it's fucked. It's fucked.
It's sad. Animal prison, sad.
No. The aquarium that is full of animal prison was not sad.
Oh, no.
This
Well,
specific
smart-
exhibit
well, smart
was
animals.
really sad.
Like fish don't fucking know shit.
Yeah.
But like they're
There was a turtle in there that had his ass out of the air, out of the water.
just hang his ass out.
Well, it was distracting to like.
It was twerking.
I mean, it was like you've never seen such a thing.
Did you take a picture?
I think I may have.
I think you would.
Yeah.
I want to see this turtle ass.
Yeah. So anyway, like I was like, why? I was like, we were all like, what the fuck is going on with this turtle? It can't just be swimming about in this manner.
Or like head down,
Ass up.
Yeah.
Face down, ass up.
Yeah.
swimming along,
Let me see if I took a.
paddling, little.
I'm not sure that I did.
Oh my god. The one thing you need to take a picture of.
Yeah, I'm not sure that I did. But anyway, like, so I got some information on it. It sounds like a disease I wish more women had, Joey. It's called bubble butt disease.
Bubble butt.
But I don't know if it's a disease, like bubble butt condition or something.
Yeah.
But sometimes these turtles can get like huge pockets of gas in their intestine.
Oh, no.
And like can't get it out. And it like lifts their ass up out of the water. And
Oh,
it's
and,
like
like-
it's actually kind of a pain in the dick for them because like they don't want their ass not submerged. So like, you could tell he's even like trying like sometimes
To
like
swim downwards,
but you can't
That's
do it.
fucking-
Yeah, it
that's
sucks.
fucked.
Yeah, he got it out at some point, so to speak, because by the end he was underwater, but he was struggling there in the beginning. It was
Opposite of gamma is what we're talking about.
yeah.
Can't keep it in.
Yeah, exactly. Can't keep,
Exactly, can't keep it out.
Keep it out. Yep, 100%. Yeah, it's fucked up. That one turtle in there. Do you remember the one that was like missing a flipper?
Yeah.
It was like a famous Baltimore turtle. Did you ever see that one? So he passed, or she. I don't know why.
They.
How did he?
It's
pass
probably a
somebody
they.
with one flipper.
Yeah. Huh?
How did he pass somebody with that?
On your left.
It was on. Anyway, like they were showing there's still like a thing to him there, like
little tribute?
yeah, which was kind of cool because he's like a staple or whatever. But then like apparently some dude there, like some guy that worked at the aquarium, also lost. Like he was like one of the swimmers or whatever, and he got his fingers caught in one of those cages down there.
Yikes.
Lost 3 fingers. And he wanted to know if he'd be able to swim again. And the guy said, I don't know, but I wouldn't count on it.
Come on. Did one of the tour guys tell you that?
No, it's actually, I hijacked it off of another joke and just made it apply. But yeah.
Stupid.
Joey always just like I notice that we're going somewhere, and I'm like, here we go.
I trust my friends. It's a
And then
terrible thing.
And Joey's just like, go on. Oh yeah, I do. And I'm like, stop.
That's why it's good to tell jokes to him. So, Farrell, you arrived first. Joey, how was your nerd week?
Fine. I did a few things, but I think I've ran out. I think I've ran out of things to say. Like, I'm talking. Obviously, we're talking. But I think I've run out of worthwhile and or interesting to say in my life.
Just in this past week? Because I feel like we had some last week.
I mean,
Like 5 days ago.
What the hell happened on Friday?
in general.
Monday was crazy.
I mean, in general.
Or not.
I mean, even last week.
Monday was boring.
Well, like Garfield says, I hates Mondays. I mean, I'm
Loves
Lasagna.
fair. Both fair.
Yeah.
If you work Mondays.
Yeah.
What if you just had lasagna on Mondays?
Balance it out.
Two things can be true at the same time.
Well,
It
you
would make
can't-
Mondays better.
You can't hate the day that you have your favorite food.
Oh, if you have it every month.
Right.
Yeah.
Then yes. If you have it, you can
It's like, that's my Monday meal.
yep. Just
I hate the day, love the night.
What if it just made you hate lasagna also because
That'd be sad.
That would be sad.
that it's possible.
What, but it could also go the other way, make you like Monday.
Monday, yes.
I think
That's the hope.
I think it's worth a gamble.
Yeah, I think it's the half full glass thing.
Yeah.
Unless
how
like
you see
lasagna
that.
is like the thing you enjoy the most in life, you kind of don't want to ruin that.
Yeah.
But no, I mean even last week's like what did I really have to say? I was thinking about. I don't think I have many new thoughts or like new take on the same thoughts anymore. I mean it's not a fault of it's a byproduct of coming here and speaking 3 hours every week that like you're gonna. I think I just ran out of worthwhile things for people to listen to.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like I say the same shit and all variations of the same shit because my thought process hasn't really.
Well, we can't
changed.
end at 564. So
I'm not
you're gonna
quitting.
have to figure it out.
I'm not quitting. I'm just not a sermon, just a thought. That yeah.
It's a weird thought to start with, Joey.
It in and of itself is a thought.
Yes, it is.
That's the paradox.
That's the paradox.
The dolphin paradox.
We always have thoughts, but just some of them are worthless.
A lot of them are.
A lot of them are worthless.
I noticed that a lot when in my smoking days. There'd be times where
Weed or cigarettes?
weed,
Okay.
where I'd be like, damn, like you're thinking right now, and then I would think about what I was thinking. I'd be like, that's dumb as fuck. Nothing. Why are you thinking about this? Think about something else,
Or don't think.
or don't think.
Fuck. I watched Fallen with Krista because it came on Netflix and she never seen it.
Okay.
Great. I did not remember that the Soprano guy was in it.
Okay. What's Sopranos guy? James Gandolfini?
Yeah,
Like Tony?
yeah, the main guy. Yeah, he wasn't it. Kind of the same guy. Maybe.
Okay.
But good.
He actually does have some range.
No,
like,
he
yeah.
does. But I think you get typecasted. I think.
Yeah, for sure.
He was a cop, but he had the same like New Yorky
Right,
fucking
right.
thing going on.
'Cause
John
there's, like-
Goodman was in it. He's always good.
Yeah. There was one movie where like it was like about him and his daughter. And it was just like I forget what the name of it was, but it was like a drama role, like not a crime, like or any of that tough guy shit at all. And he played like a sweetheart dad. So he did have some range, but like, you know, his career was cut super short.
What's the one where he was in charge of a military prison?
I know what you're talking about. I know what
Where
you're talking. He was the villain.
Yeah, but he played a tough guy who wasn't actually a tough guy. Who's
Yeah.
just a dude pretending to be a tough guy, like as a colonel in charge of this military prison, and like he wanted respect. He like demanded it, but couldn't earn it.
I think his career started by him being a bouncer at a bar. Like, and somebody spotted him, and he kind of had some interest in the matter, and it kind of like everything kind of fell into place, like the stars aligned.
Yeah, he was good.
I mean, that role. I mean,
Yeah, I think Robert Redford was in this movie.
yeah.
Random.
But that fucking, I mean, that Tony Soprano role that's one of them.
Some people have like a role of a lifetime.
Yeah,
And
yeah, and it is one of those roles too where he could never. He was always gonna be like it's
yeah, like it's a gift and a curse. Some people
Yeah.
roll with it and they're like, yeah, this is my role. This
Yeah.
is my life now.
Yeah.
And some people like resent it because they
That's
couldn't.
That's a Hove album.
Gets to the curse blueprint too.
And they they resent not being able to do something else.
Yeah.
Or be recognized as something else.
Yeah, but some stuff is just too fucking iconic. You know, it's actually interesting to me that Harrison Ford was able to shake Indiana Jones and Han Solo at the same time and sort of have a successful career. But
I mean,
like,
he's a good actor. He did a
Yeah.
variety of things, but also having two iconic roles already make it so you're not stuck as one thing.
that's interesting.
The Last Castle, 2000.
The Last Castle. Yep, that's 100% what it was.
I don't think I've seen. Well, I'm not
Robert
surprised I haven't seen
Redford?
it.
Mark Ruffalo. James Gandolfini.
Yeah. First time I ever saw Gandolfini was in True Romance. He played that
yeah.
mob guy. He said, first time you kill somebody, that's the hardest. You know, I don't give a fuck if you're fucking Wyatt Earp or Jack the Ripper. You remember that guy in Texas? The guy up in that fucking tower killed all those people? I bet you green fucking money that first little black dot he took a beat on, that was the bitch of the bunch. I threw up on the first one. You believe that? Second one's ain't no fucking Mardi Gras neither, but it's better than the first. It's more diluted, you know. It's better. But the third one's easy. You just level them right off. But now, shit, Now I do it just to watch the fucking expression change. It's like fucking Tarantino at his height, you know. God. There's a topic about that, and I know we're taking a divergence, but we need it. We need it
I don't
today.
have much to say. So as I was saying, I don't have much to say.
Like the potency of what people are capable of creating in their prime. You know, of just how fucking good it can be. You know, from True Romance to Pulp Fiction being Tarantino's prime, you know, from, I would say really, I mean, I love the guy through and through, but I would really say Goodfellas to Casino is Scorsese in his prime. You know, like, you know, I mean, music, it's the same way. You know, everybody is just like, man, like when they're fucking in it, just how like on the money something can be, you know, like where people still quote Pulp Fiction regularly to this day, and I don't even think it's necessarily outside of that culturally relevant any longer. But people still say what again? Or, you know what I mean? Like, do you mind if I have some of your delicious beverage to wash this down? People will still, you'll still catch people saying that shit. Zed's dead. Yep, 100%.
I use that one all the time.
100%. You know, it's just, it's like when people are really fucking, like they're dialed in to some frequency with their pen, you know, that like, and then, you know, everything else that's kind of fallen in place, like with music and movies, like whether it be the music itself or the mix or the mastering or the directing and the lighting and the actor or whatever, it all has to kind of blend. But like when you're able to sort of like, I don't know, when you had that core, it's like crack, you know what I mean? It's like you can have the right baking soda and you can cook it right and all this other kind of stuff, but the cocaine needs to be there. You know what I mean? Like,
otherwise, it's just a cookie.
A baking soda cookie.
I think you can't maintain that because you I think it's not even a talent issue. I think it's like you run out. You've run out of things to say. I think you only have so much to give, right? No matter how much talent you have, like you have so much in you, and then you pour it out. Like I don't know if you have more.
Yeah.
And also like I think it's different with like fame and people expectation, right? Mm-hmm. If they're expecting good shit from you, when you put out good shit, it's average. That's the problem. Also.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like it can't when you're new and you're putting out good shit. It's like, oh, the hit's different.
Yeah. I mean, I say that about Kanye's Bully this year. Is that like I think it's an above average Kanye album that I really enjoyed and will also probably be the best album of the year for me, but is nowhere near his best album.
Right.
You know, but I wonder if there's just like, you know, I wonder if it's almost like an orbit, you know, and like the right person falls into an orbit and it's just after a while, it fucking slings you out of there. You know what I mean? And it's like you can only stay in that fucking bullseye for so long before.
I think your life circumstances change. Whatever drove you to be the creative, like after a while, I think your lifestyle and what your life experiences has completely changed.
Yeah.
Just like why you said you don't like healthy musicians, because once they get healthy, they don't have shit to say.
Yeah.
So
yeah. But it's also like I think it's also in the same breath to go along with what you're saying is just like your life experiences change, right? It's like they always say like rock bands always have like their best album, their album about dealing with success, and then their album about being on the road, because like that's how their life changes, you know. And it's like it's like if I write this fucking softball show, like, you know, and let's say it becomes a hit, that's probably the last softball season I'm going to attend. So like, where do I get the inspiration for more softball material?
Well, yeah, I mean, part of it's like the creative process too, right? So like for the softball show is a little bit different because it's something that you just recently experienced.
Correct.
And you're doing it kind of right away. But for music, I mean, the freshman album is generally speaking years.
Mm-hmm. You have 10 years to write your first album and 1 year to write your second.
Right. So like all the good stuff over 10 years went into that first album.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's always going to be your B or worse stuff in the second.
Yeah.
You know, and then also if that creative process of like sitting down, writing and everything like that, then you put out a banger album. Now you will have to tour. You're not sitting at home writing, going through hundreds of pages to find one great line. And then you're like, oh shit, I got to write a song today.
Yeah.
Just pump up the volume.
And I think that's true for 90% of all musicians, but I think there's like a lot of like legendary acts. It takes them a few albums to like find it. You know, and that's like a different fun experience almost to watch. It's not unlike Pulp Fiction, right? It's like it took True Romance and Reservoir Dogs to sort of find Pulp Fiction, you know? And it's like I look at like Bowie, like to me, like Hunky Dory, and I mean they're good albums, and like the one with like Ground Control to Major Tom and all, they're good. Space Oddity, I think was the name. They're all good albums, but it's when he did Ziggy Stardust, it's like oh no wait, that's it. You found it now. Now you can, or even Metallica, I would say that probably One and Justice for All is like their major, and like, but that's when they found it, is they lost it soon after.
They found success also.
Yeah. Super success. But that more so on the next one. But like, even, I mean, you can make the argument that like, Off the Wall from Michael, it wasn't until Thriller that he kind of found it. I mean, Off the Wall's great, but Thriller is like, oh wait, that's what you were meant. That's the final form of this.
Yeah. And so I've listened to Louis C.K. a lot on, outside of his normal shows and everything like that. And he talks about like the creative process and like, like it's part of his daily routine that he sits down to write every day.
It's like work.
Yeah.
So he puts in, an hour to
sharpening the blade
of work every day, which is how he was able to put out new specials every year, because it was a constant process.
Yeah.
And it also
he probably has stuff banked.
It also kept him from being canceled.
Right.
And then going overseas and being welcomed over there.
Well, I mean, not really then. When he got canceled, he was just doing online shit on his website.
Right.
But he had so much material banked up that he would just put out these little blips every day. And it just like, for his core audience, that was like,
keeps them.
Yeah, and then by the time the shit kind of faded from the limelight and people came out and spoke about it, your Chappelle's and other people that were just like, man, like,
which Chappelle's another one that writes constantly.
Yeah. Then like by the time he came back, like it's like he was able to maintain it because of keeping it tight. That's so to speak. That's a good.
Yeah, there's a lot of them that put out a special that really catapults them up to the top. People love it. Then they tour. They don't write, and they're like, shit.
It's the same shit over and over again.
I've got a fucking Netflix deal where I got to put something out, and then they just put out a bowl of diarrhea.
Yeah.
And then people are like, this guy sucks.
Yeah,
I'm fucking out now,
I think that's what I find interesting about this shit, even like having things to say, is like it challenges me to like kind of keep thinking, to not be on autopilot, to not, to maybe have some free will, to sit in that dolphin exhibit and know that it's fucked up to have these dolphins in an exhibit, but to also know that this is worse.
Yeah.
This
is worse than having them do a show.
Yes. But then that's the interesting thing to like digest and chew on, because it when you say it to an audience, I say this at work and shit all the time, I'll find something that I know is going to challenge everybody at first, that everybody's like, okay, like, like that's ridiculous, let's do it. But then you see that there's a little nugget in there that's worth sort of, melting the chocolate and caramel off of to get to, just to break it down. It's like, it's not unlike the Diddy shit, like the Diddy shit with all the baby oil and all the meme. It just became, it's easy fodder to be like, oh wait, and sex trafficking is the charge, lock him up and throw away the key. And it's like, and when I hear it, I have the same gut reaction, but then I look into it a little bit, and then it's like fun to be like, you know what? No, I say free him. And then to see everybody be like, what? And then now I have a moment to like think about something a little differently, and then challenge a room full of people to think of, and then maybe I get some stuff wrong and maybe I get some stuff right, but either way, not everybody's locked into the same thought that they were 15 minutes ago, which is really what I find rewarding about all of this shit, and life almost in general at this point. Yeah.
So I think aquariums are gross.
Yeah, it's stagnant water.
But I think they're needed.
They're needed for
us
to
maintain curiosity, to show that there's so much even of this planet that we don't even fully understand.
So, I understand.
So the person that is, that flew in from Colorado to Baltimore for whatever reason, whatever ridiculous reason that you got lost.
Try the drugs.
Oh, I was just saying, go to the block.
Try the drugs.
Obviously.
To get a mid cheesesteak.
Yeah, you got to go to Baltimore and get some crabs and some drugs, and then
And then that one good pizza place.
Yeah, but so
I got to in my notes.
so that person that doesn't live near an ocean,
Yeah.
right? And even the ones that do, you see 0.01% or maybe even lower than that by just going to the beach. You know, so like they're seeing creatures that they would have never seen, never even thought about in front of them. And then that gets people, you know, when it's a young Jaina, you know, she wouldn't have thrown a temper tantrum at 2 years old. Maybe she would have been like, you know what?
I'm a marine biologist.
I want to be a marine biologist. I want to learn about how the oceans work and how it's connected to you know, the weather events and like all of that shit is important for us because if all we ever experience is what's around us, then we'll never.
I understand the educational part and the life experience expanding part. It's just like there's a line somewhere.
No, and
Like
it's a tough
somewhere
line
when it comes to like near sentient creatures that you don't do that to. We don't even like doing that to cats and dogs.
I know
We don't like pounds.
I started saying they are gross,
Yeah.
but you know, so I think it's important that you put the right people in charge of the aquarium, people that care for the animals. You know, you make it the best you can. If you can say like, hey, these are ones that we saved that can't live in the wild anymore, even better. But like at some point, the good is going to outweigh the bad if you do it right.
I don't know if they're specifically for just like capturing perfectly fine, intelligent animals just for that purpose. It just makes people not good. It's for it to be worthwhile.
So like the last time I went, I do remember a specific like I was
The fucking
14.
apes never look happy, man. They always look like they're in fucking jail. Always. Every time.
But next time you go, if you go, look at the amazement on kids' faces.
So amazement on kids' faces is worth the torturing of animals.
I'm not saying you're torturing them.
I mean, that's splitting hairs with words like.
Well, let's be honest about it. Putting them in captivity.
Yeah, put them. So the amazement on kids' faces is worth putting intelligent creatures in prison.
Well, I mean, so if we're talking about apes, like there's 4 species of great apes, right? The orangutan,
Numbers matter now.
Well, so here's the thing: is like I'm actually like I don't think people know this about me.
Huge ape fan.
I'm a huge animal fan. Like a lot of my feed is just about animals and like science stuff,
And,
not just
human animal hybrids.
I'm going to be honest with you. There's not enough of that. That dude doesn't really do that anymore.
You can only do the same shtick for so long.
So I think not. You know,
As long as it hits.
yeah, as long as it hits. But I think he actually got salty about it, like because everybody's like, "Yeah, all right, it's funny, motherfucker. Do the monkey voice."
Yes.
You know.
Who cares what else you think?
Yeah,
So it's just talking about the
Yeah, man. My thing is like, just give us a little monkey voice every once in a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, back to the
4 great apes.
Yeah. But I'm not the most knowledgeable person about animals, but I think I know more than people think I know about animals. But like, so there's 4 species of great apes, right? There's the orangutan, the bonobo, the chimpanzee, and the gorilla. And then of that, there are subsets. Like there's 2 types of orangutans. This isn't a joke. There's a couple types of gorillas. There's 8 types total, right? And all of them are endangered. Mm-hmm. Every single type of ape is endangered. So like, I would much rather have apes in ape houses than have them vanquished off the face of the planet.
I'm on the fence about extinction itself. Depends on the cause. Like if something was extinct, I guess it's sad overall, but like it happened for a reason. Other than if it was man-made.
That's 100% why.
So like we gotta fix that. That should be the problem. You gotta fix.
Yeah, but
right?
so what do? You go.
So you don't fix people. You put them in cages to keep them alive instead. I mean, I'm you know.
Well, no, I'm saying like so we
but
invade the Congo and like, do you know what I mean? Like, what is the answer to that?
Humans don't deserve to have apes anymore. They all die out.
Yeah, so I'm on the other side of that.
Yeah, I understand why. I understand my take is extreme, but that is kind of my take. It's like we can't have nice things. We can't have nice things. We don't deserve nice things. We don't get them.
Fine. I understand that perspective, but I'm on the other side of it. I'd rather preserve them.
And I think that's probably the morally right answer. I'm.
Some of them ape sanctuaries are lit.
Oh, just like
Bobby and I've watched hundreds of hours.
What was that show called? Ape shit,
crazy,
ape crazy, chimp crazy,
chimp crazy. Yeah, so like that one, like where all her apes went, is lit.
But where they were when she had them,
but there's
not so much.
No, for sure. But the reason why that documentary exists is because it's such a low number of like those things that exist.
Tiger King and all that stuff.
Yeah, the reason that's why there's two. Tiger King was super successful. If there was mad versions of it, we'd have mad documentaries.
Right, but like Tiger King also led to your discovery that there's a network of these people.
Yes. But it didn't lead to the world's. It didn't lead to PETA's discovery. It didn't.
But but no. Like I said, your answer is right. Like I know my answers and my takes are morally wrong. Sometimes it's just opinions for me.
I don't know if it's morally wrong
to just let things extinct. I think most people would say that's wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think once again, it's another one of those topics that's like it's worth tabling because at first it sounds abrasive, but it's actually worth dissecting to see if there's value to it.
It's like, what's the point of keeping a whole species alive just in captivity?
Well, because the end thought, right, is a positive one. The end thought is to be, well, look, you let mankind destroy apes, you let mankind destroy tigers, you let mankind destroy elephants, and then one day there's not enough left of anything, and then people are like, man, I miss the elephants, I miss the tigers. Maybe we should stop doing this, and maybe countries start putting in more stringent laws that prevent those sort of things, and maybe it leads to an ultimate good. You're not saying that you want them to die just because you want.
No, I don't want them to die.
That's what I'm saying.
But I don't want them.
Is that our moral compasses are pointed in the same direction? They're just different paths.
Yeah, I think it's just like we keep trying to patch things over problems that are created by people instead of having the ability to fix people.
I think it's an oversimplification issue.
And there's definitely good people too. There are a lot of anti-poachers out there. The poachers there are people who poach poachers.
Yeah,
like that's great. It's just like somehow not enough.
So there isn't necessarily like this. In all cases of extinction, it's not as easy as elephants, where people are killing them for the ivory tusks and
because they're
like
fucking idiots.
There's other times
we have plastic for a reason.
There's we just don't. If we don't think about what we're doing and study to make sure that and even if we do study it, we're not guaranteed that we're not going to cause something that is a trickle-down effect that leads to something else. So there's no way to say, like, we're going to only act in a way that will not hurt anything else because that's just how this world works.
Yeah, and also, like, I don't want to say a vast majority, a large portion of humans don't give a fuck.
Well, they
don't like anyone who's doing these kinds of things. They all partake in any form. Like if you're into illegal ivory trade, you don't give a fuck about it, right?
Well, so but even that's an oversimplification because I think that if those people didn't need money, if they weren't dying of starvation, that they wouldn't get to the point of selling ivory to rich people. Because I think
why are they starving? Why don't they have money? But that's so much of it. Some guy have $1 trillion now, I think.
Well, yeah, and that's
maybe that's why there's not enough of it.
Yeah, we don't fix that though.
Well, but so we're not going to live in that world.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to.
Where like everybody does good all the time.
No, we don't even need everyone to do.
And if the dolphins get smarter, they're just going to be shitty too.
No, dolphins are already shitty. I'm a fan of dolphins, but I don't make excuses for them.
They'll get even shittier.
They are bullies. They like rape things. Dolphins are awful, just like me. Not that I rape things.
You're not awful either, but like it's just like anything else. It's like that's what makes good people so inspiring.
Yeah.
Right? Is that they rise above. They choose to pick up that piece of trash off the ground and throw it in the trash can. Because they can,
so that we could dump it on the ground somewhere else.
Just but I mean,
just like all the people who just fucking go, all the fucking. I know they're doing it because they're still selling it. All the people just go around cutting fucking fins off of shark and then throwing them back in the water because shark fin is.
Well, sharks they suck.
They don't though. They're much better than dolphins. They're significantly better than dolphins.
I would prefer
as creatures.
I would prefer dolphins.
Yeah, if I got dumped into an ocean, I would rather be surrounded by dolphins than sharks.
Yeah, even if I get a little raped.
Can you rape the whaling though?
That's another discussion. By definition, not rape.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I have other stuff, but like this topic already is going towards of what my thought of the week. I think part of my issue is that I think I've been grieving. I think I've been in stages of grieving, and that's my problem about humans and existence and stuff. And that last time I was happy, I think must have been in the acceptance stage, because I remember everything just being fine. It's like, okay, this shit is just the way it is. Because we were talking about it at work about mental health and grieving and shit for work health field related reasons. But I was like, yeah, the stages supposedly, because if you believe in some people don't believe in psychology. I know that, but it's shock, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance, right? And also testing, reorganization. I don't know what that one is. I'm not familiar with that one. But like, it feels like how I feel. I'm mad at people being shitty. I'm not everybody, obviously. There's a lot of good people. But the general state
Both sides.
On my opinion of humanity as a whole is relatively negative, and I'm mad that it is the way it is, right? And then sometimes I'm in denial, and then I get depressed, and then sometimes there's bargaining. I say, oh, people aren't so bad, but like I haven't been able to like just accept the grief of what I thought humanity should be as a child, I guess, growing up, what I taught humans are supposed to be. And like, I'm grieving that loss, but I can't get over it because it's constant. So it's like, you can't grieve for a dying loved one until they have died, right? You're constantly grieving while they're suffering, while they're alive, plugged into a machine. So until it is over, you can't really finish that process.
It's a nightmare.
Yeah. So that's just my thought of the week.
I mean,
Of self-diagnosis, as I often do.
For me, this always goes to perspective with you. Pit bulls, right? Like, the amount of people that think that pit bulls are just incredibly shitty animals, dangerous by nature, have locking jaws, just all sorts of things that aren't true, right? But if you've never encountered necessarily a pit bull,
Like your dog.
yeah, well, my dog is awful
For different reasons.
and my dog needs psychology. The other day, like, it doesn't know how to do it.
Do what?
Be a dog.
Whose fault is that?
So I think it's probably retarded. Like, I think it's like, like honestly, I think it's probably like if, remember when
It's ridiculous.
yeah, mentally ridiculous. You remember when Robin Williams said, like, you know, and I had to do the voice because he did the voice, but you know, you put two pandas in a room and you try to make them fuck, and like they don't even want to fuck.
Yeah.
And it's like, we all think that pandas are just too stupid to fuck, but it's like, you don't know what that panda's thinking. That panda could be like, oh no, yeah, that's ugly panda, bitch. If you panda, you know I wouldn't fuck that panda with a koala dick. Like, you know, but it's like,
Or it could be a gay panda.
yeah, it could be a gay panda. I had a gay dog once too. It's also a true story. But I'm laying on my my bed, and like the dog came up and like wanted to show affection, and it just laid its like with its stomach across my face. And like, I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like trying to get out from under it, and I look over it, and the dog is looking it back at me like, let's have a moment. You know, like it really thought, like, is this how you do it? You know, like most
trying.
like most dogs will like curl up next to you in a little ball, or like, you know, put their head on your lap, or, you know, something like that. That's like how dogs know how to be dogs, but like this dog doesn't get it, you know. So anyway,
she was like, look at my belly. It's not inflamed.
It's not inflamed anymore.
Maybe I got to get it closer
because we had to go
to your eye.
8 fucking veterinarians to figure out the fucking, you know, Rosetta Stone of like what makes this dog irritable.
They figured it out though.
Yeah, thank God. I mean, I was embarrassed taking that thing outside for a while because of like how bad the rash had gotten. Like,
it's like very common nowadays. A lot of people I know with dogs have rashes.
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on with that.
So I mean, white skin. I mean, like white-haired dogs are always like known for being more like their skin being more sensitive. Not unlike us, right? But anyway, back to pit bulls. So, you know, and you have a feed that's showing pit bull attacks, and you have a news show that's showing you pit bull, and everything becomes about these things. Like, if you focus on that, it's easy to let that drive your thoughts and feelings.
And Joey, we're talking about the dog, not the international entertainer.
The Mr. Worldwide.
Right. Yeah. Mr. Worldwide, indeed. Who actually started off as like a pretty credible rapper. Like
he has a problem with lockjaw also.
Let's hope not.
And now he's a pretty incredible rapper.
Well, now he's a pretty successful entertainer.
Objectively, subjectively, top 5.
and more power to him. But like he actually started off like in the battle circuit and rap. Like he was a rapper's rapper. Like, and then he like I guess when he got that reggaeton shit popping, you know, that was it.
He saw the money.
Yeah. You know, who and now it's just the white suits and all that. You know, go for it. But yeah, so like I think like it's the people that you focus on.
I bet it's not the people though. It's the overall that I'm focusing on systems that of humanity. That's the thing. It's easy to point at villains and be like, oh, that's just villains. So like it's much harder to be like point at the whole systems failing to be like, oh, it's just a system, because it's like many systems that are failing people. For people, by people.
Yeah, but there's many systems succeeding.
It's like it's hard to not point at the guy with $1 trillion, you know, and be like, that's the whole system failing.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy.
That's an entire system failing.
I agree, but I think how much have you looked at, like how much have you driven past a firehouse and been like, that's a system that has been succeeding off of the blood, sweat, and tears of guys for fucking 200. You know, how many times have you had that thought? You know, I think if you're more prone to look for one thing, then you become less aware of these other things of like, you know, like I think about like my kids. Like, I don't know what my kids are going to think of all of this that they've inherited in terms of not the world, but just in terms of like their family dynamic and what that will mean for them when they become.
Oh, they have lucked out.
Grown-ups.
There's a very small percent. I feel like there's a small percent of people who grow up with both sets of parents that are healthy relationships all their lives.
But I wonder, like, you know, if like, you know, and it's just floors. They're just floors. You know, like, and floors get dirty, floors get clean. But I wonder if one day, regardless, because I think that they're going to be in a better position than I was in when, you know, that they'll be like, fuck, like both of my parents made a living being in service to others, you know, to try to make something better, you know, like, but that's a perspective, you know, they could instead shift their focus somewhere else, you know. Like, I think it's really about how you know, the frame around the picture.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm not trying to, I don't think the world will change. I guess that's part of it. I don't think the world will change. I don't think, it's not, my thought process wasn't just to shit on humanity some more, because I've done that enough. My thought process was just like trying to figure out why I feel the way I do and what those feelings are, and grief, I think, is the closest thing that I found. It's like, despite it being expressed as anger and cynicism a lot, I think I'm just grieving. I think that's what it comes down to, and it's just been helping to think of it that way. For the last few days.
But I think you're more comfortable. I think you're more comfortable looking at the shitty side of something.
Yeah, I really, really missed. I mean, I know it's a chemistry thing because I have all my life. But it's just never been so good as a few years back. It was so good for so long. I was just fucking happy. And I think I'm grieving that too. I'm grieving that I somehow lost it. I remember when I started feeling that way, it's like, man, I hope I can keep this up. And it stayed good for a while, and then I fucking lost it for whatever reason. It came so good. It's so sudden. It was just one morning on one drive, my fucking brain just fucking flopped. Flipped, I think. Flipped is the word.
It's flip flop.
It flipped, and then it didn't just flop back. It was slowly over time, like, flopped back.
Did you see this poll that was recently? It kind of like was a viral thing of what men want for Father's Day.
Ties,
Socks, underwear.
Yeah.
a hug.
So there was like a list of things, and like all of the usual suspects that you would guess are on there, to include like
Grills and shit.
Blowjob.
Top was one, just a little bit of top.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Oh, well, why not?
Why not? Why not? 100%.
Steak and a beer.
Pay me a compliment. One was just silence. Give me an hour of silence.
Or how about a thank you?
So I say all that to say this: the number one. And this wasn't like it wasn't like there was options that you picked from. You just had to submit.
It was just a type to your answer.
Yep.
Oh, like Family Feud style.
Family Feud style. Number one answer by far, tell me you're proud of me.
So there was
That's the state of men right now. It's not easy being men.
No, I don't think that's a different state than normal. I think that is the normal.
Yeah.
There was a who's the host of Family Feud
Which one?
currently?
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey. There's a Steve Harvey clip.
That dude's got some suits in the closet.
He's got some.
He has a whole suit company.
There was a Steve Harvey clip
I
a
saw
while
an
ago,
orange plaid suit he was rocking the other day. I was like, God damn.
It's his own brand.
Yeah,
He sells them.
yeah.
It makes sense.
and he was talking about how, like when his dad died, and he said something like, I realized in that moment that the only man that ever wanted me to do better than them just died. Ooh. Yeah. And I was like that I started tearing up watching that. I was like, God damn, that's a fucking thought. So
Yeah, but I think that once again, it's just like I think that I don't know. I think that most people like at a base level want the same sort of shit and everything. I think that we are really shitty at expressing it. I think that a lot of people feel a certain way, and but I think that so much about it is like where your mindset is, where your focus is, and I think it can swing too far the other side. Where if you're always seeing sunshine, you're not going to do anything to try to make it a little brighter for somebody over here. But if all you're seeing is like the doom and gloom, I think you're missing a lot of life.
So we've talked in the past where I think that where I'd like to believe that the world is like a sum zero
Yeah.
kind of thing. And I think the negatives are plentiful, but they're generally big numbers, right? Like say if there's 1,000 events just to make, or 100 events just to make numbers easier.
For Bobby.
Thank you.
For the
I mean, I'm speaking for the listeners, not for me.
So there's probably 30 bad numbers.
Yeah.
Right. That means there's 70 smaller good numbers to reach that zero. Yeah. Right. It could be 10 and 90, but we have a hard time seeing the small, incremental good.
Yeah.
That gets us back to even
And gets us to the next day. I mean, objectively, I know that things are better. There's many metrics. There are some there's a lot of awful things going on in the world, but as a metric, just measurement wise, by leaps and bounds, many figures are better over the human existence. Right. Like from 200 years ago, from 500 years, we have progressed by far. do not oppose to that. I know that that's objectively true. We wouldn't keep having better medicine and longer lifespans and just like more comfortable living situations.
We don't need to live longer.
Oh, we don't need to, but people are. And just like better quality of life in general compared to like 20, 30 years ago. So like I know objectively many metrics, the needle is moving forward. I don't disagree with that. I guess it just doesn't offset the other stuff I see, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and like
I don't think things are trained. I'm not trying to change people's mind or change the world, or I'm not expecting things to be better anymore. I used to be like, people should be better. Now I'm just like, no, people are just people. You know.
Yeah. So when Bobby's saying like reframing it, and I'm not trying to change your opinion or anything. We're just talking. That like even like the quote unquote villains that we have in history, right? It depends on which snapshot you look at if they're actually bad in that moment. Right? Like we don't have the comic book villain in reality where
the fingers steepled in the dimly lit mahogany room.
Yeah, where it's just that every act that they do is negative, and
there's always a light underneath their face for some reason, never on top.
They're slightly moist. But like, like even the people that we can't stand now, like they have families, they care about something or someone, right?
Themselves, at least.
And most of the time there's some degree of good in everybody, even if they're just outwardly expressing bad a lot and more. Like, it depends on how you're looking at that whole thing.
I mean, you can say the opposite too, though, right? If you want to look at it that
100%.
way.
100%.
I mean, that's our discussion a lot of times where you say, people are generally good, and I say people are generally bad but both are true.
I think
both are true.
I think overall people are generally neutral.
Yes, because they're good. Oh, yeah, good and bad, right?
And that, like if to me, like if I struggle throughout my entire life to just end a little bit on the positive side, it's like, hey, good job.
Good on you.
Yeah.
But so Fallen was a good movie.
Fallen. Is that the Denzel Washington movie?
Yeah.
I saw that. I'm sure he played a dynamic character.
Dude, you're hating on Denzel.
Yeah, he's not a good actor, dude.
I did watch one that he plays a different role.
What is it?
Crimson Tide.
I'd have to see it again, but I would imagine it's just the guy from Training Day in the Navy.
In a submarine.
In a submarine.
No, he's the opposite.
And his voice sounds exactly the same. His accent is exactly the same. His inflection of words is exactly the same.
No, he's like a Ivy Leaguer.
I'd have to see it to believe it. I've seen it years ago, but I had to watch it again.
So I rewatched it, not because it had Denzel, just because I love submarine movies.
That submarine was way too big.
Well, my favorite.
He was jogging in the submarine, as far as I remembered. Wasn't he? Didn't it open with him jogging inside of a submarine?
Yeah, I mean, a ballistic nuclear. That's a big.
I've been inside submarines.
Well, which one?
You don't jog in them.
Which one?
You don't jog in them.
You can.
Like he was? He looked like he was running on a track. I mean, well, to be fair, you just saw the movie. I haven't seen it in a long time. I remember him in like a sweatsuit jogging through the corridors. Like,
well, so it's the military. They have PT clothes. They have a uniform for that.
Yeah, I just didn't. Just never thought you can jog in a submarine. The space.
You can jog in this room.
In place, yes.
No.
In a circle.
I don't know if you could do a circle. You could at least do back and you could do an L.
If you push the chairs in,
yeah,
and you were really good,
yeah, you'd have to be really good at jogging in small areas.
But yeah, I haven't seen. But yeah.
So let me and I want to clarify just for the listeners. I don't think he's a bad actor. I think he's as good an actor as Jeff Goldblum, Christopher Walken, a list of other people that play the same character in every fucking movie that they're in. But I think that he gets elevated to a level of actor of like Anthony Hopkins or or Don Cheadle.
He has an Academy Award, didn't he?
Or Gary Oldman, and people that I think are far more dynamic and far better actors.
Well, I'm not saying he's not. That's not true either. I'm just saying.
All right.
He's really good at the one. Well, doesn't he have an Academy Award?
Who? Denzel, yeah, for
Yeah,
Training
I mean-
Day. But so Training Day is
Was the peak Kim his role?
It's the crack. That's the cocaine. Training Day is the cocaine. That's what everything else is built around. That's when Denzel was born. The plans that God put in motion were just for him to get to Training Day.
Training Day. He was well
That was
regarded
it.
before then, though.
Okay, Anthony Hopkins. You could do this with any actor. They could be
He
great.
was in Transformers. the
Anthony Hopkins
movie.
was 100% Transformers.
He was a headmaster.
When Anthony Hopkins was made, God laid the plans for him to end up being Hannibal. That was the trajectory.
Okay.
You know, everything else is bonus, but that was the cocaine.
Yeah. But yeah, Fallen is one of this. It's old, so I'm gonna spoil it. The ending is it's not a happy ending,
Whoa.
but it's it's great.
Titles makes it seem as though it's not going to be.
Titles are deceiving.
True.
But yeah, it's one of the ones where the bad guys win, but like it serves the story well.
I remember liking it. I remember liking it. Like, this is VHS days.
Yeah. Yeah.
I liked it enough to watch it, but not enough to buy it.
Yeah, well, VHS, as we discussed, was expensive back then.
They were. But that was actually as they became more affordable. Anything after 90.
Watched Devil May Cry Season 2. Season 3 is announced because it's one of the last season to wrap up the animated storyline.
When are we going to find out that motherfucker cries or not?
He definitely cries.
Well, then they need to change the
He
time.
may have a will cry.
What's the one where is Fallen the one where he gets possessed and he starts singing that song?
He doesn't get possessed, but yes.
But
time is on my that song. Since watching that 30 years ago, comes into my mind regularly. Since then,
okay, so that is the same movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So when the demon repossesses somebody, that person will just
he uses it to taunt Denzel to show him that it's the same entity going from person to person.
yeah.
And that to say that he has all the time in the world because he just keeps going.
Can't be ended.
No. Well, Denzel got close to ending him.
I feel like it came out close to the time Prophecy came out. There's like a lot of those
Prophecy was
types
great.
of movies. Yeah, Prophecy's great.
Christopher Walken.
Yeah, Christopher. All those nights you thought I was under your bed, and I was. Not my favorite Satan, but not a bad Satan.
No. But I like
My favorite Satan. I just like Satan.
Your favorite Satan is Passion of the Christ Satan.
100%.
I know it is.
100%.
I got to rewatch that.
But Constantine Satan, I like. We rewatched Constantine recently.
Yeah. That's a very good Satan as well.
Yeah.
I like how he
his feet.
Yeah, they're like in the oil, like
All the time.
Yeah, God, it's good. Smart idea for Satan.
Yeah, and it's good. I mean, I like that guy. He's like usually he just plays the same role too. Just crazy Russian guy.
Yeah,
but he does have.
I enjoy the Al Pacino Satan, but I do not consider it in the top.
From Devil's Advocate.
Yeah,
I mean,
I love it.
Al Pacino is also a guy who does really good Al Pacino.
Yes.
He's also maybe overrated a bit.
Yes, but I do feel like he has more range than Jeff Goldblum, Denzel, and what's the other one I mentioned? Christopher Walken.
I think some people has range, but then they found a shtick that people like, and then they just
and then
go
they got
with it.
typecasted. I agree. I agree.
Yeah, Al Pacino's. I think he could do more, but it's even Robert De Niro started doing. He was
towards
starting
that goofy shit.
Goofy De Niro shit.
Meet the Fockers, analyze this, fucking all that shit. Like,
Yeah,
got annoying.
But I like this. I like when fiction has rules that are unique or just something different, something unique. Just as a Fallen, demons exist in the world only as possessors. They have no form. They lost their form in the fight, whatever. So they possess humans, and they can pass from human to human by touch if the other human is weak enough, because you have to overpower their will, right? But
If they have any.
But if you're strong enough, I guess you can resist, right? They can touch you and you don't get possessed. However, if a host dies while the demon's possessing it, it turns into spirit form, and it's extremely powerful at that point. It can go into anybody. It doesn't matter how strong you are; he'll just come into you.
Let's hope it's not me. Times 2.
He'll just enter you. But the catch is that they can only be without a body for one breath.
Oh yes, I do.
They have the whole, I guess, their spiritual breath, and like they it's calculated. They can go a certain distance while holding their breath.
There's all these demons flying around like
exactly.
Casper the
Casper is actually a demon.
Casper the underwater ghost.
But as soon as they lose that breath, they fade. They no longer exist. So I'm telling the whole story of the whole movie because I don't think anyone's watching this movie. So,
or they already have.
So Denzel got this demon who got hubris to come out to a cabin in the woods.
That's a different movie.
Yes, it's a very different movie. And then they have a duel, obviously. And then they shot him, the demon. The demon's human host is dying.
Okay.
But then Denzel's like smoking, chilling, talking to this dying demon. And the demon's just, I'm just going to take you over and then ruin your life some more. And he's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but like this fucking poison-laced cigarette I'm smoking, doesn't do well for you. Uh-huh. So like the demons start freaking out because there's nobody
around.
Miles.
Right.
But then it's like it's fun plot twist, but also kind of like a little bit disappointing because like it becomes like there's no winning, which is fine. Demons, you can't win against demons. Okay, I get it. So Denzel dies with the demon in him. The demon comes out, holds his breath, look around, and then you find out he goes into a cat. I'm like, oh, so the rules are a little bit different now. You can just go into any old fucking thing. But they have shown him that cat around in the cabin before. They've visited this cabin throughout the movie, and there's been the cat there. So I guess it's kind of cool that they've
gone into a bug.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what the rules are for that.
Yeah,
right?
that's kind of shitty.
Like maybe it has to have some kind of brain.
The grass is alive. I'm gonna go to this grass.
I'm in an oak tree.
Yeah, so that's kind of like plot armor for the demon.
Live forever.
But in the Bible, I believe, didn't demons get casted into pigs? So that's not unprecedented, unlike things that are happening right now.
Yeah. But
Ran 'em
also,
off the ground.
some daughters got their dad drunk and fucked him so they could get pregnant in the Bible too. So that's weird.
Yeah. I mean, weird but true. Question mark.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Don't be putting that on their jacket.
Whoever wrote that book was a little fucking
Freak.
a little freaky boy.
Yeah.
We know what tab he'd have clicked on.
Yeah.
But I really like that depiction of demons. Like you never saw a new monster form, but it was psychologically terrifying.
Right.
For Denzel to be going through that because like there was an incident that happened. He like the demon possessed somebody. Denzel shot him, and then the demon started possessing all the witnesses to talk to the camera and saying Denzel shot him on purpose. It's like, you can't fight against shit like that.
Yeah.
But anyway, Devil May Cry, good animation. The music, it seemed like they made just like a really long random montage of music videos from the 90s. It was because the game came out like late 90s, early 2000s, and it had a lot of rock music at the time, and they have a lot of this music throughout the show, and it just made it seem like a cut of a bunch of music videos. But anyway, I enjoyed the watch. I'm looking forward to the third one. And that is it for me. Long enough.
Yeah. It was good.
Oh shit.
Farrell?
All right, so I had an interesting Friday.
Okay.
I went down to Prince George's County.
Okay. Gorgeous Prince George's.
Gorgeous Prince George's. And I was down there working, and where I was like 4 doors away from my grandparents' house that they lived in for years, where like my dad grew up.
Yeah.
It just like had no idea that that's where I was gonna be working. So it's kind of cool to like the job site, like on the back side of it, I could look and see the house that my grandparents owned.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah.
You know, so it was kind of weird. And when I was down there, during my lunch break, won a good amount of money online.
Nice.
Gambling?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fun.
Certainly better than losing a bunch online.
Yeah, oh, definitely.
Was it sports?
No, just regular card stuff.
You bet on anything nowadays.
Yeah, but that's on ESPN too, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a sports network.
Well, not ESPN2. I'm not sure what channel it's on, but it could be just an ESPN as well.
Yeah, sports channel with cards.
So Saturday, originally I was supposed to. I don't know what that was.
I don't know either. Autopilot.
You
I just had to check my elbow real quick.
Oh, wow.
I thought you were checking to make sure you couldn't shoot.
Shoot spider web.
What if I did though? Then what?
Your wrist just came.
Oh.
So Saturday, I was supposed to drive. Originally, was supposed to drive to Virginia to see my parents,
Both?
No, dad and
dad and stepmom.
stepmom.
I don't consider my mom
Okay.
or dad anymore. My biological.
So
mother.
people refer to this stepmom, step-parent separately sometimes. I'm going to go to see my dad and stepmom. Some people don't say my parents.
Yeah, sure.
Well, yeah, but I was
I don't think we need to get caught up on it. We got you now.
I was 9 when they got married, so like she was way more of a mother than.
That's fair.
So it's just a.
Well, I was 22 when my dad got married. She's still somehow way more of a mother to me.
So originally the plans were I was supposed to go down there Saturday at for like lunch, 12:30, 1 o'clock, right, for her birthday. And then like Friday, my dad texted me and he's like, "Hey, slight change of plans. We're gonna meet at 10:30 for brunch."
Okay.
Right. And I was like, fuck. Like I have to leave like at 9 a.m. to get down there.
But being genetically of European descent, there was also a little bit that was like, brunch.
I love a brunch.
I don't like brunch.
Me too. I love a brunch.
I don't like brunch. I'd rather have brunch at noon
You'd rather have lunch.
and just have a lunch and have breakfast for lunch. Right. So I get up, I start driving, I get to Route 70, right? And I text or I call my dad. I'm like, "Hey, a little late. What's the restaurant name?" Right? And he's like, "You're a little early."
Excuse me?
And I should have noticed that he was like just woken up.
Yeah.
Right? He's like, "Oh, hello," and I'm like, "You should be in the shower by now because I'll be there in 45 minutes."
What were you in the tub?
You know, what the fuck? And he's like, "You're a little early." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And he's like, "It's tomorrow."
Oh.
And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, it's tomorrow." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Well, do you just want to come down?" I was like, "No, I got stuff to do tonight." Okay, so I turn around, I get back, and I was like kind of pissed off. And I was like, I mean, I got the text saying it was switched to 10:30, but like, and I go back and read it, it says it in there, 10:30, but on Sunday, not on Saturday.
Everything's essential.
So like, I read the first.
I mean, I fuck shit up. You know I fuck shit up like that
but I
all
read the
time.
first line of like, "Hey, we're moving the time." I thought the date was more like you're going to put the more important thing out front and
Yeah,
say
yeah.
like, "Hey, we're actually doing this on Sunday,
yeah.
At 10:30.
and it's
Yeah,
a brunch."
Yeah.
Not, "Hey, we've moved it to 10:30." Technically 22 hours or
Yeah.
so. Went back and I'm like, well, fuck. Now I don't know what to do. Like the whole day was
Built around this brunch.
built around that, and I had plans at night of just going out.
Right.
And I was like, well, now do I want to go out on Saturday? Because now I got to
Gotta get up Sunday to go to the brunch.
Fucking Christ. So my buddy Paul, who bartends at the bar that I go to.
The professional bartender.
Yeah. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And it's like 11:15 and I'm back home and I'm like, nothing.
Nothing. But I'm up for some shit.
I was like, "What do you got?" He's like, "I'm working the day shift." And I'm like, fuck, that's probably the worst thing in the world for me.
Right.
So he's like, "Why don't you come on through?" And I was like, "Dude, it's 11:15. He's like, "Yeah, and we're open."
He knows you so
And
well.
I was like, I mean, I got to shower first. And he's like, "Okay, I'll see you at 12." I'm like, fuck. Yeah. I'll be there.
Hey.
So get out there, have my first beer at like 11:59,
Doesn't sound like a bad day.
which was great.
I like day drinking. I never do it because like I have a hard time starting and stopping and all that kind of stuff. But when I'm on vacation and I have the opportunity to day drink where like the responsibilities don't matter for a week, like I do really enjoy it.
Same here.
Yeah.
I know how much I enjoy it.
Yeah, same. Same.
That's why it was a problem.
So at noon, 1 minute into this beer, I'm already thinking like, I've got to have an exit plan. Because I know me and I can drink till 1 a.m.
Right.
I can drink for 13 hours straight. I'm going to be a little late for brunch tomorrow morning.
Right.
So he's like, at 4 o'clock, he's like, "All right, man, my shift's ending." And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding? You're going to bring me out here, get me hooked, and then just fucking roll?"
Yeah.
And he's like, well, do you want to go to the casino? And I was like, of course I do.
This guy.
You
This guy's
son
your
of a-
little devil on his
son of a
shoulder.
Are you sure this person exists?
Yeah.
It's not just some
I'm just
manifestation
I'm
you've
sitting in an
created of all of
empty
your wants
room.
and desires.
I'm sitting in an empty room saying I'm at the bar.
Fucking Tyler. He's
And
fucking.
of course, it's a dude.
Yeah.
he's fight clubbing it, man.
So
That's your Tyler Durden, bro.
Yep.
he and I go to the casino.
Tyler Bird.
Yeah. Bourbon. So we go to the casino, and I'm like, I was hammering the beers for 4 hours. Like I'm probably 13 or 14 in, and it's only 4:30.
But you got 3 stacks from yesterday.
Yeah.
You know.
So I get down there and I'm like, hey, I got to hit the ATM, and I don't want to pay $12 at the casino to do it. And he's like, oh, I got cash. How much you want? And I was like, I don't know, 1,000? He's like, yeah, okay.
This is the devil.
So-
This is the
This is
devil.
the devil.
So I Venmo him 1,000. He gives me the cash.
Was it Denzel Washington?
Yeah. Yeah. And we stopped in the middle of the street, and he's like, drink it.
Was it a cat?
Drink it or get out of my car. So we get down there, and I'm like, well, I don't normally drink at the casino, right? Because I'll go in a little bit fucked up.
Don't shit where you eat.
No, but it's because I know how I get. So
Right.
like the drunker I get, the more crazy it can become.
As usual for people. Yes.
Right. So, but then I'm like, well, I've got like $900 in comps that are just going to like expire. So I should just start drinking rum and Diet Coke. So I do that like an idiot. End up somehow coming out of there up.
Oh, even more.
Right. And Paul was like, hey, I'll drop you back off at the bar. I'm not taking you all because I'm Ubering all over the place.
Yeah.
She's like, I'll drop you off there since it's on my way back. And I was like, cool. So that was nice that I had an exit plan from the casino, the more dangerous place than the bar. But I get dropped back off at the bar.
It's the devil of working your life, bro.
So then as we're like getting close to the bar, he's like, oh shit, man. The 20-something-year-old, she's been coming back.
I thought she was banned.
She got banned for a month.
Oh.
He's like, and she's probably going to be there. So good luck. We're here. Get out. So
This
I
guy's
go
the
in.
worst.
I find like 4 seats.
I think it is the devil.
It is 100% the devil.
So I find
And now he's steepling his fingers.
Like, the events of this fucking day can be a movie of how one guy gets fucked over by the
It's
devil.
falling down too.
time.
Falling down, dude.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So I get in there. There's 4 seats unoccupied, and I immediately just like sit down. And the other bartender that is there, the one that was there that night that we had the shouting thing,
Spat.
the spat. He's like, bro, they were just here. You're sitting in the seat they vacated. Like perfect timing. And I was like, oh,
Oh, well,
thank God.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Right? So hammer a few more beers, played some online poker, won a bunch of money on that.
Oh,
Just
let's make some
fucking-
noise for that.
It was great.
Had a great day.
Great. Got home like 11 o'clock, asleep 11:05. Like
You just had the perfect day.
You had the perfect day.
We're hanging out with the devil.
Yep.
woke up at like 8, no hangover,
Nice.
in the car by 9, at brunch.
I love it.
It's the bartender from The Shining.
Yeah.
That guy. Come here, Jack.
There's a lot of good breakdowns of that character available, like on YouTube and stuff. People that have done like psychoanalysis of Kubrick and King and that character, and some really good stuff there. A lot of meat on that bone, so to speak.
So I watched Sunday night. I watched the latest episode of From.
Okay. This is still not, season's not over yet still?
I think there's like 2 or 3 more episodes left.
Has it picked back up, or is it still?
The general arc of the story is good.
Uh-huh.
But they're falling because it's the same fucking writer from Lost. And he's falling into the same trap where we're moving the overall storyline like 2 positions per season.
Oh, that's a problem.
And it's like we should be way beyond this now. There's too much fucking talking about what the plan's gonna be. Like the the twists are telegraphed a mile away. You know, it's at this point I'm just watching it just to see how it concludes. Not because I'm.
But how many more seasons? I promise when it's going to end. Well, like when I start watching shows like that, I'll be like, okay, I'm going to put this down until it's over.
Yeah.
I did that with Lost. After season 3 or 4, I'm like, okay, I'm not watching any more of this until it's done, and then I watched the whole thing afterwards. It came out.
I'm thinking about that because I mean,
You can buy it on DVD. At that.
they 4 episodes ago they talked about what's going to happen in this season, and we still just got to the beginning of it.
Oh,
4 episodes later.
They're like long episodes, too.
55 minutes or something.
Yeah, that's
so 4 hours of screen time
not doing anything.
to get from okay, we've made a plan and then we're starting the plan. So there's just too much filler. And I wish somebody would just tell that motherfucker like
Stop it.
cut some of the shit out. I didn't watch anything else. The MCU timeline.
You think we went back to watch the Marvels?
Oh, I haven't finished the Marvels.
Yeah, that was where you left off.
Yeah.
Hopefully, the Marvels hasn't finished you.
Well, so then after that is Deadpool and Wolverine.
That was a good one.
That's a good one. I'm not sure it's going to mean as much to you.
Have you watched the Deadpool? He hasn't watched the Deadpool movies either.
And the Fox Universe stuff.
The
I've
Deadpool
watched
movies,
Deadpool.
both of them?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if that was part of your plan, or you just watched them already in the past.
No, I mean, no, I had watched them separately.
Yeah, separately. Okay, cool.
So yeah, so
But not all the X-Men movies, though. Don't.
Fantastic Four and
I've watched probably
Elektra and Daredevil and all that shit.
4 or 5 of those.
Of the original X-Men.
Yeah,
Nice.
X-Men Over Time. I've watched this.
It's
X-Men
Days
over
of
time.
Future Past.
over the years.
Perfect.
That's the most nerdy joke that was made here today.
So I've seen a couple of them. But yeah, I want to get to Deadpool, Wolverine, and then
With the comic book covers too. He hasn't. They probably won't hit the same way.
Yeah, exactly.
then I have to watch Thunderbolts together.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Oh, and Brave and the Bold or whatever that was, the Captain America.
Yeah.
That one's not bad. It's not bad. It's not phenomenal, but it's not bad. It's another.
the one
it's
with Anthony Mackie and
yeah. It's not. It's another like shining moment of Phase 4, of which there are few.
Right. So last night, I did trivia. So went back to the bar.
Yeah, of course.
For trivia.
Is the lady there?
No.
Okay.
Which we were surprised that she didn't show. Happily surprised.
Pleasantly.
Pleasantly. So I was texting Bobby some of the questions, just the ones that I thought he would find interesting.
And I thought I was like helping out. I actually felt like yeah, let's do it. Like, and then I found out today it was just like these are fun questions that you might enjoy. And I was like, no.
You thought he was phoning a friend?
Yeah, I thought I was helping out behind the scenes. I was like the ace in the hole.
So what rapper was in Hustle and Flow?
Who's asking me? Terrence Howard.
That's what I said as a joke.
So
In universe.
he played Skinny Black.
He wasn't that skinny, but okay.
The character
No, the rapper.
Oh, okay.
was ludicrous.
Oh, okay. He's kind of skinny.
Juicy J was in it too, apparently.
Yeah. Who is the genetically modified raccoon in the MCU?
Oh, Rocket.
And then, so he said Rocket. I said definitely Rocket. But of course, even in trivia, we have talking animals. Actually, the whole round was a talking animal theme
perfect.
round.
You love it.
So great.
Yeah, awesome.
So like one of them was like the
Mr. Ed.
what animal was Wilbur in?
Pig.
Yeah. Not in Pig.
Dude, right off the hip, you know what I mean?
So what country did Ben Franklin live in 1775?
It wasn't here.
France.
Yeah.
I got that one right too.
Oh.
Do you know why?
Would have known.
He was going over there to try to get a treaty going between America and France against the British.
He was a special envoy to France because he wouldn't be an ambassador because they weren't an actual country yet.
Correct.
And that's why the French came to help us in the Revolutionary.
And he was heavily criticized for the amount of time that he spent over there living a life of decadence,
Right.
which he thoroughly enjoyed because he's just that dude.
Right.
One of my favorite. I don't know why I consider them characters, but he's one of my favorite characters from the Revolutionary period.
They are characters. we've
it's
made
so
them
far
into,
detached.
we've made them into characters.
Yeah, how we know of them now are characters because we don't have the full context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was such a nut.
Yeah.
You know, and then like they're like grinding it out here. He was initially like when he was like he voted down separation initially. He didn't want to. He was playing politics and he knew which way it was going. Like he was meeting with like the folks from Massachusetts behind closed doors and being like, no, it needs to happen. It's just now's not the time and you're not framing it the right way and trying to get it going. But when he went over to France, to link up and make that shit work. And he was an educated dude, but he was a lunatic. But like he spoke French and they were like kind of, the French have a respect about that shit from day one if you walk in the gates and can speak the language. And and they like put him up in decadent palaces and treated him to, women and food and whatever he wanted. And he was like, you know what? Let's really get our negotiations down pat here. While
I don't want to leave any.
No stone unturned. I want every I dotted, every T crossed.
Bring me a little more ink.
And actually, when Adams went over there to kind of figure out what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, like
And they saw
got a
him
progress update.
Yeah, and the French kind of saw him as a bit of a barbarian because he didn't speak the language. He was still had that like rough and tumble like colony swag to him. He didn't get with the program with the frills and the lace and all that kind of stuff. And once again, Franklin had to kind of play politics behind the scenes there to be like, hey man, you can't come over here with that bullshit. They ain't hearing it. Play ball, and we can get this. And they got it. They made it happen. But
so I went into the last round 37 out of 50, which I didn't think was terrible.
That's pretty good.
That's not good.
Yeah. I was actually disappointed with where you ranked with your final score.
Yeah, so 48. And I don't know how that worked. I must have gone into the last with 38, not 37. But I ended up 48 out of 60.
Yeah, that's really good.
8th place.
What? Wow, there's some really smart people or some real big cheaters over there.
Stiff competition. So
like
they play in teams.
They play in teams.
You were an army of one.
Well,
like Bjork. You know that record? No. Oh my god, dude! Hold on, it's worth it. Like I don't do this for every song.
I just know army of one from the army.
I have a couple of friends there that be like, hey man, what was this? But yeah, they have like 8 or 10 people on teams.
Yeah,
it's army of me. My bad, but.
Oh shit. Let's do something.
That shit is hard as fuck right out the gate. This is fucking Led Zeppelin. Those drums are from Led Zeppelin's When the Levees Break. And Beastie Boys also use them for No Sleep Till Brooklyn, I think. But they're classic. The classic drums.
Do you know what Army of One means?
No.
What?
I mean, other than one person's really stiff competition against a whole army?
The U.S. Army used it as a promotional thing.
Yeah, because I thought each person was an army in and of themselves.
No. Officer, O. Non-commissioned officer,
And
enlisted, E.
Huh.
I hate it. I think the other way is much better. I think it's much cooler to be like, you can be an army all by yourself. It's a much cooler propaganda.
It's meant
I agree.
all the components working at once.
Yeah, no, that doesn't hit right.
But I like it
if
as
it hit right, they would have let people know that that's what it meant.
I like it as a double entendre.
Well, we knew it.
I don't think the kids that were advertising
It's inside baseball.
I don't think that the 17-year-olds they were advertising to knew it.
Fine, Army. Keep your secrets.
Yeah, I think that's about it.
Okay.
I don't think.
I got a couple of things. I mean, I should be able to bridge the gap.
Are you still want to try and watch the rest of Cyberpunk, or are you done with it? It's cool if you are. I'm just wondering.
So I'm leaving that for work days.
Let's see what I got here. Couple of notes.
Softball. Any softball?
No, because
Softball.
yeah,
because rec is over.
Rec's over. She's still in travel, but she's injured, so she hasn't been able to play. And as fate would have it, they haven't had anything recently. She actually has a scrimmage game tonight, but I don't think we're going because we got her niece in town, my niece in town, and her cousin in town, and like we want to go and support, but like. So Father's Day weekend is coming up. We're spending it entirely at a softball tournament that you can't play in, which is exactly how I want to spend my Father's Day.
Oh, perfect.
I can let you know, but I think
you got exactly what you want as always.
I think that'll be enough support for this week, Joseph. Already accomplished my hot dolphin take. Let's see. So there was a famous kind of, speaking of goodness of people, there was a famous kind of one bite pizza review that happened in Baltimore of a place called Tiny Brick Oven that was going to lose their liquor license, or no, was going to lose their business in part because they couldn't obtain a liquor license. And they said, like, how much money do you need to kind of keep your boat afloat? And I think he said $60,000. And the Portnoy dude took such a liking to him that he wrote him a check for $60,000 to keep his business afloat. So we went to the restaurant.
Nice. We were talking about it for a minute.
We were downtown. We were right there. I was like, fuck it. I was like, we were going somewhere else for lunch, but I was like, man, let's just go there, get a slice as an appetizer, and then go get lunch.
Get pizza as an appetizer.
Yeah. So
I'm down for it.
100%. So we went, and it was cool. It was it's a very, very like old school small spot.
Is it in Hamden?
No, it's in Fed.
Is it in Fed?
Yeah. And the guy's super nice. Like,
Oh, he's there.
dude, such a fucking sweetheart, man. Like meeting him for 3 minutes, I was like, oh, I 100% see how you got the check. I want to give you a check right now.
You wouldn't pay a check for 2 slices of pizza, right?
No.
The processing is way more.
A donation. So like he's a pizza nerd. So we talked a bit we talked to shop talk a little bit of pizza and stuff, which was fun. But like when he came out to deliver like the pizza to our table, Laura was like, "Can I get a picture of you?" And he was like, "Of course." And he like did this little pose. Like and like the pizza was on the table. He was like, no, hold on. I'll pick it up and I'll do one of these little numbers. Such a sweet guy. Like he reminds me of like if Robert D wasn't a lunatic. Just the sweetness and goodness and good-natured human without the lunacy behind it.
Without the trying to pull strings to make craziness happen.
Speaking of which,
There's too much time.
Jisk has really had a hard time with his displays. Like getting his displays right in the way he wants them. He's been struggling with this. I mean, that's why he sold his whole collection.
Yes.
He bought all this fucking Detolfs, put them all in it, and was like, hate this. I'm getting rid of all of it. And then he started buying back pieces, and he's back in the game trying to make it work. He sent something. He doesn't send pictures of his collection ever. And I know that's because he's working on it. He's trying to figure it out, et cetera, et cetera. He sent a picture of something he's working on that conceptually has some promise in it. It's not there yet, but it has like the idea is there. It's almost like imagining like a splash page or like a movie poster in toy form. But it's not there yet. Conceptually, I see it, but it's not there. So I wrote exactly that. Robert, oh, I love how they're just all crushed together in one corner of it. Just nothing fucking positive to say whatsoever. So, anyway, typical Robert shit. So, anyway, we had the pizza. It was good. It was quite good. Very thin, very light, which was nice because it was just an appetizer for us. It was actually... My niece initially said she didn't want any, and then when it hit the table, changed her mind. So
you can't say no to the pizza.
I agree.
On the table, fresh.
But super nice guy. The place is called Tiny Brick Oven. If you're in Baltimore, I do suggest you check him out. Give the guy some support. He's still having a hard time getting a liquor license. Dude,
why?
Because certain big restaurants are in the pockets of certain lobbying politicians and having a hard time getting
hear anyone about that
passed through. So that's why.
Understood.
I'm not sure that it's really going to help him though.
So anyway, he's doing much better.
Yeah, that's good
in general.
I mean,
so I think even just that little bit of buzz has really helped him out. And he has he had like a little thing made of his score. I think he got like a 7.9, and he has like a whole thing like made, and it's like lit up and it's plugged into his wall. Like he's just a good. I want to give him a hug right now. He's just like a good dude.
I just want to eat his pizza.
Do you remember the guy that used to work with me, and now he works somewhere else?
So vague.
Maybe he wasn't necessarily you know what? I'll save it for after. But to remind me afterwards, I'll tell you because I think I don't think there's a way I can frame it without making it shitty. So remind me afterwards. But anyway, so that was cool. We went down. My niece got here. I picked her up from the airport. Got to catch up with her a little bit. I do worry about her. She's just like, it's hard. Her affect is very reserved. And I think that's almost a survival skill that she has learned. But like, I think like she has a lot of responsibilities at her home. And I think
How old again?
16, 17. She might turn 17 this year. She turned 17 this year. But smart kid, like actually skipped a grade, et cetera, et cetera. Smart kid. And, has some, I think, between you, me, and the wall, like has some identity issues because of like her father wasn't really around. Her father's El Salvadorian. She likes to lean into that.
Like and then you took her to Mexican food and she didn't like it.
She didn't like it. She wanted Tex-Mex, and actually, like,
which is fair.
It's fair, dude. And she was like, I love Mexican, and I was like, okay. I was like, I know this spot that's like renowned for it. I was like, I can take you there, and then like I could see it when it hit the table that she was like, this is not what I signed up for, and like she took a bite and like set it down and was like looking at it, like took another little small bite. And I said to her back then, I was like, you know what? I'm not really, you want to get Chick-fil-A? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, let's go get Chick-fil-A, and just left it at that. But like, but like she is, her father's El Salvadorian, but she is culturally, she has no connection.
It's culturally just a regular American
to that culture. Right. And like, I had like the Joy Police, dude. The fucking Joy Police. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with me with that shit, but like, so
why are we whispering?
Because she's here.
Oh,
shut
the door.
No. But like, so like, we're at lunch. We went to Nick's Fish House in Baltimore.
That's a place.
Yeah, I'd never been before.
That's good.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Jumping at the chance to go back.
Yeah.
Had a great vibe, great atmosphere. Like has that seafood vibe where it's like fun and informal, and there's like
a crab house.
Yeah, exactly. Like the fucking light fixtures were all inside crab bushels.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, it was fucking cool. Had a crab pretzel. Got an order of crabs.
That's the one right by the bridge, right?
Yeah. Cherry Hill. Yep. Better on this side of my bloody mind.
Yeah, I work on the other side, the hospital. That's why I work.
I've spent some time on the other side as well.
Nick's Crack House on the other side.
And then just good. And then the food was great. The atmosphere was great. We got to sit outside, but under shade, nice breeze, right by the water, eating some crabs, orange crush in hand, like perfect, fucking perfect. Nice day. And et cetera, but like I'm watching her eat this crab and just pouring Tabasco hot sauce on it and enjoying it. And I want to put a stop to it.
If you like it, you win, bro.
I know. And I didn't.
Like it the way I like it.
I didn't.
Mr. Ketchup on Steak guy.
And I didn't. And I'm self-conscious about it. I have some shame about it.
Yeah. But you do it.
But I do it.
That's what she like.
She didn't have shame.
No shame. And I think,
so it's the shame police.
So I think this is a weird thing. I need to dissect it a bit. So I think in her head, and it's really, give me a chance to land here, okay? Before you roll your eyes or whatever you're going to do. I think in her head, she's seeing it as spicy, and relating it back to leaning into El Salvadorian culture. But what she doesn't realize is it's almost the most hillbilly shit she could have done at this fucking restaurant, right? Yeah. Right? Okay. All right. So you're with me. And I don't want to shit on that. And I want her to know more about where she comes from. And I want all those things for her.
She doesn't come from El Salvador.
Well, I know her culture, like culturally, like where her people, her father,
okay.
To have that. I want all of that for her. But more importantly, what I want is for her to be comfortable and confident in who she is.
She actually is.
Who she actually is.
Not the version that she's trying to project.
I mean, at 17, that's a struggle for all of us.
Absolutely. But I don't want to so if there's a mold casting,
Yeah.
I don't want to shove her in there and put her under pressure and heat.
Yeah.
But I do want to just put some bricks in front of her that might lead her that way to her true self, as opposed to what she's chasing, which isn't really about who she is. It's about what she wants. You know?
Yeah, and I don't know her. But
she's delightful.
But I know the struggle, right? And a lot of times it's not necessarily who you want to be, it's what you are feeling like you're missing.
Right. So
at her, well, younger than her. When I came here for the first few years, like I was not comfortable with my Asianness till like way later in teens, maybe even early 20s. Like I think I wanted to identify as a white guy because that's the norm, right? Especially in fucking Howard County. And
how did you get to Dolphin then?
Here, I got the Dolphin here
from a stand-up bit.
Yep. But so I can understand the identity thing, and I mean, a lot of people still don't know themselves in their 40s. But searching for your identity, this well into your 20s, I feel like it's a normal thing. Just not knowing who you are.
Yes, but
or and not just not knowing who you are. Knowing, even if you know who you are, it's like how you fit into the world around you, being who you are.
Yes, and I don't want to get her to go any faster. You know what I mean? When I say go, on the Monopoly board, I don't want to get her to go any faster than she's going around the board. I just want to make sure. I don't want to make sure. I just want to help be suggestive in the fact that she realizes that who she is, in spite of her father, in spite of any of it, and whatever the DNA makeup is that makes her eyes a darker brown or her hair a thicker branch, that none of that has any necessarily impact on who she is as a person, and that she's already enough. Is kind of where I'm coming from. Yeah, but I'm also trying not to hurt her in the process.
Yeah, I mean, challenging someone's identity is.
Yeah, so I let her hot sauce it away.
So don't get lost in the sauce.
Correct. That's good. But anyway, she enjoyed it, which was great. And I love seeing her. It fills my heart. Even like I've said this before, but like Laura's, like I got a bunch of nieces and nephews, but due to my family dynamic, I can't really spend time with them. Laura has a niece and a nephew on her side. But like the first time that Katie came up and spent a week with us, I think it was the second or the last full day that she was here. So the day before she left, where they wanted to go to the outlets or whatever. And I was like, cool. Just because we have company doesn't mean that we get to live like animals. You get this house together, get the bathroom clean. I'll run everybody down there, spend the day down there. And like she pitched in to help out. This is just the type of person she is. That wasn't required of her. And like, I was getting ready to go down to the basement. I was going to get something done while they were fucking figuring it out. And she had this thing in her hand, and she was like, "Uncle Bobby, where does this go?" And that's the first time I'd ever heard those two words together. And it fucked me up. Like I almost had to take a seat. Like,
because he realized he was a chopped on.
Yeah. So like, I love seeing her, and I love even when she called me. I think she's great, but she's also like, she's very stoic. So I always worry, like, are you fucking miserable here? Like, are you like, because you don't have to come. You don't have to make this about me for sure. Like, but I don't think it's that. I think it's just that like she's just happy to not have to do anything. Like she doesn't have to take care of a sibling. She doesn't have to make sure the Dino Nuggets are in the oven. She doesn't have to, you know what I mean? She just gets to live. And if that means just being able to sit in a room in silence, like reading.
Our silence is what dads want.
Yeah, she's perfectly happy. I hope anyway. So, but I got to figure out something to do with her tomorrow. So anyway, so she came in on Saturday, picked her up, took her back here, and then sort of let her get situated. Went to a party in Anne Arundel County for my buddy Bass that passed. My buddy JR. He's been on the Patreon. He throws like Bass was like his Mario. So I've kind of been down this road already, and I don't have like, there's another situation I don't have the kind of, and he's smart enough to know, by the way, but like I don't have the heart to like tell him. But like, so I threw a party for Mario every year.
Yeah.
And first year it was 30 people, and the next year it was 20.
Yeah.
And then it was 10, and then it was 5, and then it's pretty much me and Dante, you know. And this year we're now at 4, and with Bass, and one of them I think was there for about an hour, you know, which is fine. That's the natural order of things. Time heals all wounds. It's the way it goes. Yeah. I just hope that he's cool with it, because it does start to sting a bit, and you're like, why don't you want to remember this motherfucker like I do? And
almost reopens a wound.
Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah. But we had a great time, good food, and it was just great because a huge storm went through that area the night before, and actually he lost all the food that he had bought, like all the meat and stuff, because it was in the freezer and it was fucking done overnight.
Oh shit!
So he was going to cancel it, and I was like, dude, don't cancel it. At the very least, we'll come down, just your family and my family, and we'll fucking cook and, you know, have a shot for the dude and whatever. And I think he just woke up and was pissed and furious and was like, you know what, fuck it, you know. And then cooler heads prevailed, and I think he ended up having a good time. So took my niece down there to that. She got to swim in the pool and do all that kind of, which is cool. And then went to the aquarium. So buying aquarium, and took my family to lunch, right? My family plus my niece, and took my family plus my niece to the aquarium. So any guess as to, and we had a pizza. We had a pizza and fed. Took my family to the aquarium, took my family to lunch. Anybody want to guess my total expenses?
For the whole
for six
family?
6 people.
Oh.
Well, with one of them being 10, just to keep it in when you're calculating.
Oh, okay. All right. So
because Leia's only 10. Or she's 9, technically.
$400?
Hold on, I got a number. $550.
Very close. It was about $588.
So I was saying about $30 a person for lunch, $50 a ticket for the aquarium,
Yep.
$20 for the pizza.
So we did. I ended up getting the season pass to the aquarium because it ended up being $20 cheaper
Multiple times than just once.
Than buying tickets for just once. Luckily, the parking is comped, so that was a bonus. But yeah, I mean, it's an expensive day, you know.
I mean, it's a lot of people.
It's a lot of people.
So $100 a person to have a slice of pizza, lunch.
Yeah, lunch was $300.
Yeah,
lunch was $300. So then came back here and got into this other thing, which was my mom is moving into.
Oh, with your sister. And you told the man it's a terrible idea.
Yes. And
but he doesn't think he could do about it.
Yes. Because my sister would never marry any man with a spine. And I don't necessarily mean that. Her husband's nice. He's a good guy.
Yeah, but everyone has a type, and you know.
Yeah, my sister is the alpha of that relationship.
You can't have two alphas.
Yeah, and she's a hard contender to be just the alpha in any room she comes into. She's just that bitch. But and I say that lovingly. But she found in the midst of moving my mom, she found this file that was full of my shit that she gave to Katie to give to me, and I got to look through it. And I'll probably go into this deeper somewhere else, but generally speaking, not that much to it. Like a lot of divorce paperwork and stuff like that, but didn't really answer any questions that I have, minus one. But it did confirm a lot of shit that I'd kind of heard about or whispered in the shadows or whatever. And it's pretty much all true, you know, in terms of like how they split, you know, that she left me there, that then she got custody of me for a bit, and then she was living with a friend, and then that friend evicted her. That friend ended up dating my dad. So like that's one of those questions that I'll probably never get an answer to is like, did you know that the woman that you were dating put my mom and I out on the street? You know, like that's a curious one to get to.
Or is there a question, did he
instigate?
Right.
Huh?
Did he instigate it?
Yeah, I don't know. You know, could that have helped with custody? Could that, you know, like I can look at that 1,000 different ways.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do that. You might not get an answer, but
Oh, I know I won't. I know.
right, but like
Bob,
at least
I don't want to talk about your mother or anything remotely close to it. Do you understand?
My past is my history,
Yep.
and it belongs
But-
to me,
Yep.
and you should
and
mind
it's
yours.
none of your business.
But at least you would have done your part and said you tried. You asked.
Yeah, I mean, I've asked
Right
him
now-
other shit
But
related.
it's a different question.
Yeah,
It's a different question.
but it's undoubtedly
Because
what.
instead of answering for him, I mean, it may be 100% true, but you know,
Dude, I've asked like how they've met.
how I met my mother.
Yeah, and he won't.
Well, Bob, if I ever wanted to tell that story, I'd make a television.
Yeah, I would tell you. You'd already know because I'd be interested in having that conversation with you. But as it turns out, I am not interested in having that conversation with you or anyone. So
You need to the next show after the softball show. You just need to write a show about him.
yeah, sad one.
How I met my father.
I'm not sure I have. There was one bit of interesting thing. Like there was a letter from my grandmother to my father in there that was pretty interesting. I don't know how my mother got a hold of it, but it was basically like my grandmother worried about him, like when the divorce was going on, and like saying like he could stay at her house if, you know, because she was, I guess, visiting family in Florida or something. It was like, while I'm going, you can stay at my house. You can do like, you know, she was like urged him to get a physical, like was worried about his health, which was like interesting to read. And it's just like I can hear her voice, which is like always just a good thing. There was one line at the end, like, looking forward to seeing you. I miss my 2 B's, you know, and I was like, oh, you know. So there's some shit in there like that. There's also the nut of it, so to speak, was ton of photos. So like photos with me and my siblings that I don't have a lot of.
And you're going to have to reprint those books.
Yep.
Yes, hey,
Dude, it's funny. It was like
As soon as you said that, I was like, he's thinking, fuck.
I gotta redo.
I gotta
Like,
redo
except happy Bobby's when Bobby has a project.
that is also
Like
true.
you say you don't want it, but bro,
So I just made a joke. I just made a joke to you about what was it about. I was going to start something else, and I was like, oh well, fuck it. It'll be my new photo album.
Yeah, I can't remember.
yeah, like you might say you don't want to do it, but it's gonna just keep you entertained.
Yeah.
When Bobby's too deep in the project, that's when we start getting wrong dates and times.
It's true. I get obsessed. And I've been that way since a kid. Like when I started.
You don't say.
Yeah. I mean, when I started having academic issues, like grade. Well, I guess that's not fair. When I started like drawing, my grades tanked. You know, not that they were great, but I was like a C student that went to like a D, E student. Anyway, there was something else. Oh, the photographs. There was one photograph of my mother and my father together, which makes the second photograph I have of them ever together. And then there's one photograph of my father, my mother, and me together, which makes the third photograph that I have of the three of us together. So like that's of huge value to me. So that's cool. And then what else did I have, if anything? I think that's it. Notes wise, the only thing that we have in there is the X-Men animated more stuff. Still
More of the same good stuff.
So good. Looks so good. I don't know if I'll ever watch it. Not that I don't want to. I just don't know if I care. Like there's stuff I do want to watch. I just don't have time.
Almost like the trailer's enough just to know that
Yeah.
they're making it still.
Yeah.
You're like, okay,
Yeah, we look at that. It's still there.
Yeah, and I'm happy.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, good. Keep going.
But you're like,
I'm going to do something else.
I'm happy you found the thing you like.
Just
Keep it over there.
Yeah, it's no joy police involved. I'm happy for their joy. I just don't care. And I think it's the time. I think it's just the time. Like too much time has passed where it's like I don't care. I don't care what you do with these characters now. I was 11 when I was committed to this, you know, and I just don't care. But I'm happy that it exists. I'm happy that it's around. I'm happy that people are happy about it. I think it's been handled with care. I think that it's a good product. I think it's so good, to be fair. I just don't know if I give a shit because there's other things out there that I actually do want to watch. Like I do want to watch The Boys. I do want to see how that ends. I do want to watch that Punisher 1 hour special thing. I do want to watch. I feel like there was another thing, the new Daredevil. I do want to watch it. I just don't have time to watch that shit.
We've got to redo the photo albums.
Well, the thing about the photo albums is that like I can do that while I'm doing other things.
Right.
You know, like a lot of times I'll listen
Could
to
you be watching X-Men?
so no. Well,
Got him.
okay. That's fair. That's fair. But usually I'm doing it while I'm doing other things that are like related to DMH, where like I have a kitchen table episode that I'm listening to and editing while I'm working on the, you know, it's like I'm doing two of my jobs at once. It's rare that like I'm enjoying something like just for the sake
forbid.
of me. Yeah.
Joy Police.
Yeah, Joy Police. Okay, and then a couple questions.
How would you ask one?
Great question yourself.
You can email us at nerdrageradiomail@gmail.com.
See, Joey, that's called the Socratic method.
So I would love to go ahead and get straight to these questions, but I can't. And I'll tell you why I can't, because they're in my email, Joey. And I have a work email that is done through Microsoft, whatever, and I have to re-enter my password every 24 hours for them to acknowledge that it's still my phone, I guess, or whatever.
They're trying to protect you, Bobby.
Yeah, well,
Iran really wants your emails.
yeah, they really want to know who left their lights on in their Civic in the fucking parking lot of whatever building. So anyway, so let me just do that real quick. It shouldn't take but a second.
Couple taps.
A couple taps.
Thumbprint.
Yeah.
Do you think he has his fingerprint set up?
No, I have it from. So we don't have that. But I had the face thing.
Oh, okay. We have.
Oh, so I have to do it. The thumbprint.
Oh, I had to do a face.
Oh, so yeah, my Android just says your thumb's good enough.
Yeah, mine says, "Let me have a look at that face." Okay, that'll
Just
do.
peep those peepers.
Yep. All right. So, Starties Pete. Hello, lovely boys.
Yo,
Hope you're good. Inspired by my wife's recent birthday, what low stakes skill can you just not master? I'm convinced that nearly wrapping presents is some kind of witchcraft that mortal man should not be meddling with.
I'm good at wrapping presents.
I'm terrible at it. I
just
feel him on
crafty
that.
shit.
I feel him on that.
I can't master any form of cooking.
Really?
The only thing I can do, and sometimes I fuck it up, is making ramen, and that just involves boiling water and timing how long the noodles are in there. Oftentimes, I would undercook or overcook that shit. Like cooking is a magic to me. I can't do anything other than heat shit up.
So I'll tell you, one of mine is like a button-up shirt. Getting the buttons to line up on the first try.
Oh my god! You just line up the top or the bottom, and you'll be fine, Bobby.
They're trickier.
Are you sure you don't start in the middle? Because some people start in the middle. And
I do not start
They
in the-
think they got it, and then they don't.
So I'm not gonna say I've never done that.
And I always get it.
I'm not
okay.
gonna say I've never done that. But I usually try.
Yeah,
But,
this
then
feels about right.
but some of them are fucking. Some of the motherfuckers are slippery, you know. And I'm like, what the hell? And I think there's others. I know that there's others. I'm just trying to think of them. Nothing's springing to mind.
You can drive just fine.
Yeah.
Some people can never get straight with their driving.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can't think of any.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're there. I just can't think of any.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd have to think.
One thing that this is not like an easy to master skill that I struggle with, but I've noticed that the more I put things in my phone calendar to remind me, the more I'm reliant on it.
I mean, yeah, that's what counts.
No, like I can't. Like I used to not do that. Like I used to just remember.
Yeah.
And now that I've like given this thing power, I was going to bring pizza today. Right. And I thought, okay, on Saturday, when I get back from lunch, I'm going to buy the flour, make the dough, put it in the refrigerator. Monday night, I'm going to pull it out, put it in the pan, let it rise there, let it rest, bring it out here, and hope that like 8 hours was going to be not too long of it resting, right, and overproofing. In my mind, I said, okay, cool, I'm going to buy the dough on Tuesday because it. So I can't like. Now that I've given up the muscle of like planning out my schedule and I've stopped using it. Now I can't do it at all.
I mean, I see it as like
because in my mind I was like Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday. So now the plan was, okay, when I leave Nerd Rage, I'm going to go get and I'm like, fuck.
That doesn't work out, does it? I just feel like it's offloading processing power to your secondary brain, which our phones are now. Like just like phone numbers. I used to remember a lot of phone numbers. I remember maybe one now because you just don't need to anymore. Like ideally, you would be using the processing power for other shit, but like or you can just go down a rabbit hole on like how staples are made. And that's usually what I do. But not how records are made, or look at records, how records are made, and then not understand it still.
So I can tell you this:
How
there is not a good YouTube video out there on how records are made. I can tell you that.
You've looked.
I have scoured.
All right, I'm gonna look up how staples are made later.
Yep. See, it's very interesting.
And I put it in my phone.
I'll tell you something else I'm not good
I'll
at.
remind you.
I'm not good at deciphering. If there's not an easily distinguishable element, I am not good at deciphering the front and back of clothing in the dark.
So you put on shirts on backwards all the time?
I can't tell you how many shirts I put on backwards on a daily or weekly basis. It's an epidemic in its own right, and I hate it when
There's a tag in the back.
Yeah, so let me say this too. Let me say this too. There's an element of a game of it to me where I know I could search for the tag.
Oh, you just want to try it.
I want to try to see if I get it right. And then I'm like, fuck, and the
Statistically speaking, I should get this right half
the time.
Why am I getting it wrong 85%?
I feel the feeling of the shirt tag against this little divot in my neck collarbone area is like nails on a chalkboard to me. And I rip it off like it's covered in snails. Like I like put it on, I'm like, ah! And like I like throw it off.
Throw it on the bed. You're like, God damn it,
motherfucker!
Got him again.
Sweatpants, boxer shorts, like anything that's like not easily distinguishable as to the front and back of it. I'm like, you know what? Let's give it a shot. And then I'm always like, ugh, I feel so weird in this.
Oh yeah, when you have a pouch in your ass and your cock is fucking pressed up against you because your boxers are backwards. I know that feeling.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like you might like that.
I do.
So that's one for me. Then we got a write-in from George T. Oh, you know what? I have another little thing I can bring up after this. We have a write-up from George T. Captain American. I'm sure.
Captain American.
Captain America is the real villain. Hello, gentlemen. This is only my second time writing in. Well, you should write in more often.
Yeah, we like to talk.
Love the show. So I myself started rewatching the MCU movies. In The Winter Soldier, it is shown and stated that Peggy Carter got married and had kids. So Cap knowingly blinked the kids out of existence when he stayed with Peggy in Endgame. So is good old Steve the real villain? So like that's one of the issues I have with Endgame is him going back.
Well, the thing is, if you're changing the timeline, so you're not erasing them. They just don't exist in the first place, right?
Aren't you making divergent ones though?
Yeah, so like in this timeline, they don't exist. So like you didn't kill them; they just didn't come to be. It would just be like mourning the loss of any siblings you might have had because your parents fucked and then
they didn't
conceive.
Well, they did until you went back though, right? So like in that world where he decides to go back, they did exist, and then he made the choice to go back, causing them to cease to exist, right?
Well, only in hindsight they cease to exist. But from his point of view, because he went back, there's no known future from where he starts, right? Because right now, as we were saying before about how everything's already happened, we're just experiencing it. There's no future. We don't know the future from our point of view. We don't know who's going to be born and who isn't going to be born.
But from my point of view, the Jedi are evil.
which is true.
But I mean like when
so good.
You should have said, well, then you are lost. And then we get. So in 2020.
That's what you meant by memorable lines and memorable movies.
Yeah.
Those aren't necessarily the most fondest of movies, right? But you remember them.
Yeah. But they're not the worst either, as we come to find out.
Later. In hindsight.
So in 2019, okay, in 2019, at the end of Endgame, those kids exist.
Yeah.
And then he makes a decision to go back to 1938 or whatever. And then at 1938, those kids don't exist because they didn't exist in 1938 to begin with.
Yes.
But then he gets theoretically involved with her, and he has a happy life, which causes those kids to cease to exist in that timeline. So still, in 2019, he's making that decision to end their existence.
True.
You know? So, like, that is shitty.
The crazy part to me is that the Divergent track that he made by doing that shouldn't have put him able to even come back to that exact moment.
100%.
Correct.
100%.
That's why I don't like time travel. Unless time travel was built into a story from the inception.
Back to the Future.
Yeah. Adding time travel in later never works out.
Yep.
And so when I first watched it, I was like, I'm just not going to think about it.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, you have to.
Because it's fucked up. That's why we don't like Endgame as much. Because
Yeah, I had
it's to do with time travel.
I had to deal with a bunch of shitty people on the internet this week, which I haven't had to do in some time because
I was going to say, like, that's normal, right?
Well, I'll tell you why I haven't had to deal with it, because I don't go into my YouTube comments really anymore unless I'm doing it for the sake of entertainment. And I don't get YouTube for whatever reason. Because I talked to other people, like I talked to Sony and shit, and he was like, I don't get those. And I was like, what? So YouTube is just purposely making my life miserable? YouTube would email me random comments.
Oh.
They would just, I would put up, let's say I put up a video, and to make it, let's say it got 10 comments.
Yeah.
It would send me an email of just one of those comments.
Just a shitty one.
Sometimes it was the shitty one. So then I'm like, these motherfuckers, and I want to go have a look. They've ceased doing that.
Okay.
So I don't really go in there anymore. So I don't really know what people are saying unless somebody brings it to my
Yeah,
attention.
you don't give a shit. You're just making to make things.
Yeah, I'm just making things to make things. So recently I've had 2 kind of like heavy topics for Sit Down Saturday. One heavy topic and one topic that I know people would be interested in. Mm-hmm. So my goal is to get them over to Patreon, right? That's where I want people. That's where I
money.
Get that money. But it's more than that, right? It allows me more creative freedom than Google. It gives me better splits than Google, and it has a curated audience, right? Those are the big 3 things, and I feel more appreciated for what I'm doing.
Yeah, because just curated audience.
Correct. So I put out trailers, which I have done in the past, but I put them out, these 2 relatively close to one another. Now, I know that's going to stir the hornet's nest because people want to see the video, and people can't see the video unless they meet me halfway.
Yeah.
Right? So I know people are sensitive to it right now. So I put out a teaser for a Dummies video, and people are all in the comments saying, like just trying to get me over to Patreon or whatever. And I'm like, I've never put a Dummies video out on Patreon. Never.
Yeah.
All the Dummies videos are public. The uncut is on Patreon, but the video itself has always been public and will remain being. Well, I'm not sure the way these motherfuckers act. Maybe Bobby giveth, Bobby taketh away. But like. So I'm going on there and I'm like debating with these people, and I got wrapped right back up into it where I'm just like,
don't talk.
I know, but like, let me. Do you guys have a minute?
I don't give a shit.
You
should know better than engage with the internet.
I know.
Fucking 10 years in.
I know. Let me see here. So I've just put up a picture, the same as I've done forever.
Yeah.
Putting a picture of the video that I'm going to post on YouTube for everyone tomorrow, and I put the picture up and I say tomorrow.
Yep.
Same thing I've been doing since 2013. All right. Comments. All right. Now we got to click all comments because for some reason Facebook thinks I only want what they think is relevant. Okay. I'm just trying to find it. Some of them have been deleted.
Did you delete them?
No.
No.
Okay. No. Here we go. Here's one. He probably wants us to pay for this on Patreon. Not going to do it. And I said, no. When I say tomorrow, this means on YouTube. But can you give me your name on there so I can block you and just get you out the way? And then somebody came and commented, was like, this is such a weird comment. Why would you have a problem with someone charging money for something they took them hours to make? I assume you like to be paid for your work. And I said, well, they woke up and tied their shoes this morning, Sam, so they fucking deserve it. And then somebody told me you get paid for YouTube views. A lot of people do it. Maybe you have a problem with this. And then he said, well, you didn't say on YouTube. I know your whole big thing now is pay me on Patreon. So I guess I just assumed this post was par for the course. And I said, my big thing is not pay me on Patreon, dude. My main thing is making content I believe in for an audience that appreciates it on a platform that's fair about their splits. $5 a month for what I offer on Patreon is a joke. The majority of my audience over there constantly asks me to raise the price, and I don't, because they know what I'm offering is far more worth than what they're paying.
Fucking stupid is.
But I know
it's crazy amount of sheep on there.
But I know they appreciate it. I have more creative freedom. I get better splits than Google, and it keeps ungrateful people away, which was a sub. And I said, I always ask people to think of it like this: if you met me once a month for a beer, would you treat me to one a month for the ton of shit I put out? Because that's more expensive than the membership tier I offer, right? And then let me see what else. There's another one on here. Someone said, you keep shifting your focus to Patreon. Shame. I said, this isn't on Patreon. I shifted my focus to Patreon back in 2021. Haven't done anything different in 5 years, which is also fucking true.
It's true.
And then somebody came and said the content has been better since the switch. There's a lot of engagement with beyond Transformers. I'd rather spend money on this man than any streaming service I own, which was nice. Somebody else said, you really need to bring your podcast to YouTube. Too many competition for a Patreon payroll. So I'm guessing he's talking about Dummies, which has never been on Patreon.
Nope.
So I said, I definitely won't be doing that. Patreon offers too much. And I said, what podcast are you talking about? And he told me some other podcast is great. And I said, no clue what that is. What podcast are you talking about? And he says, I'm suggesting the current one. And I was like, the current one that you're talking about is on YouTube. But see, that's part of the fucking problem, is you don't even appreciate it enough to fucking know that. But you want to tell me how to fucking do my fucking business over here. Mind your motherfucking... Listen to you. Listen to me, as a matter of fact. All of you motherfuckers, fuck you, suck my dick if you have any problem with what I'm doing in a business sense. I don't come to your house kicking dicks out of your mouth telling you how to make money, okay? Like,
do you see why I took the headphones off a minute ago? I knew where this was going.
Like, it's just like, I'm not putting a gun to anyone's head.
Yeah.
I'm still putting out tons of shit on YouTube. In fact, I made a conscious decision to only take away one pivotal show from YouTube, and that was Sit Down Saturday. Yep. And the reason why is because Sit Down Saturday takes 6 hours to do.
You have to research, you have to
correct.
Script.
And I wanted that shit to be somewhere where people fucking enjoyed it and appreciated it. And not have to deal with people watching 5 minutes of it and saying, you're wrong, you're an idiot, fuck you, you wear a mask and you're dumb. Everything, the other two things that have been the major contributing things to my lowercase s, the lowest case of lowercase s's of success on YouTube have been Masterpiece reviews, Masterpiece third-party reviews specifically.
Fan choice.
And Dummies. And Dummies are still on my public YouTube, and Masterpiece reviews are still on my public YouTube.
And this podcast is still
free.
100%
free. And this podcast, numbers-wise, is more successful.
Yeah.
And I've never charged a dime for it. In fact, it costs me money. It costs me $120 a year to maintain this podcast. Just between not counting equipment and all the other shit.
And our pay.
Well, we're going to get back to Creamer. But coffee.
This podcast costs me 220 hours a year.
Yeah, and I could go
including drive time.
But I was going to say I could go further on what it cost you. Fuel, drive time. Like I could go on and on. And I've never asked for a nickel for it.
Yep,
never once.
I have once, just a nickel,
just a Creamer.
You
don't have it.
I know a place where you can go, where you can pay a nickel and they'll tickle your pickle.
But it's just like, I don't know, man. It's very, very frustrating that people it's like there's a Hove line for everything. You want it one way, but it's the other.
Well, but I mean, we could talk about trolls on the internet all
the
time. It's just, they just want to be engaged. And the only way that they know to actually get engagement is to be negative.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's also just idiots. There are a lot of idiots out there.
And I don't
whose depth of thought doesn't go that far down.
I'm not sure like idiot's the right. They're
ignorant. I don't know.
Ignorant.
I mean, no. It's
like the same person that will only watch 5 minutes of a 2-hour long thing and then think they know how it's going, where it went, what it was about after 5 minutes.
Yeah,
that's just an ignorant person.
Mm. Like if you don't want to be there, don't come, so to speak.
Mm.
I'm gonna come.
But if you do want to be there, there is a low level cost to get in that gets you tons and tons of shit, more than you would ever get with $5 anywhere else.
More than you can consume.
more than you can consume. I mean, I get people. There's shout out to Dennis. Dennis just discovered the kitchen table.
The Menace?
Dennis the Menace. He just discovered the kitchen table recently. And he just put out a comment saying, like, I hate that I didn't start listening to this earlier, and now I'm so far behind, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to catch up being with all the other shit that's out that you're putting out. You know, and it's like, just don't. I think the issue that I take with it is the miscategorization of character. Like, don't make this seem like I'm charging you an arm and a leg, and I'm keeping one special thing from you. Right? I'm charging you a very low entry fee. You don't have to deal with ads. You don't have to deal with all this other shit, but you do have to pay this entry fee to get in. And this entry fee costs less than a fucking beer. You know, so
That's
like
an aquarium.
Right. Far less than the aquarium. You know, so and that's what I take issue with, is that like I'm just sitting back, like, you know, rolling around on my bed full of money, like, the amount of work versus the payment is better than it's ever been.
Yes.
But still, don't ever think that it's fair. It's not. I just still enjoy doing it enough to make it feel fair. And with that, shout out to Phil on Twitter and our notes, and shout out to Dante on Facebook. And with that,
Flappy labius.
Moist thighs.
tight dick player.